counterplay inside, picking his way back to the 10, to the 5.
It's time for high school sports, right here on your home for local sports, the NCWLIFE Channel. Today's broadcast is brought to you by Biosports Physical Therapy, Charter College, Confluence Health, Dick's Heating and Air Conditioning, Global Car Care, Harvest Valley Pest Control, Les Schwab, One Way Construction, Rivercom 911, Save Mart, and Sangster Motors. And now let's get ready for high school sports. It starts now on your local TV station, the NCWLIFE Channel.
He's going to win it. Eastmont's going to win the Bridge of Sportsmanship. It's Gregerson on the interception. And a good evening, football fans. Welcome to Eastmont's Wildcat Stadium, along with Grant Olson. I'm Eric Grandstrom here on the NCWLIFE Channel. I'm going to be here for just a few minutes because I got to run a camera tonight.
And it's a long story, so yeah.
Yeah. Hey, I'm excited because it's fall. It's the proper season. It's a lovely night for football, and we've got a crowd with no masks.
It feels almost normal again, doesn't it?
It does.
It really does. It's really nice. I mean, we're on shaky ground right now. There is no doubt about that. But, boy, it's so nice just to have this feeling again.
It's the Eastmont Wildcats taking on the Central Valley Bears to open up the 2021 season, and that's what we're hopeful for is an entire season.
Right.
I was talking with Steve Oak, the broadcaster for the radio for the Wildcats, and I said, well, we're thankful for tonight. We're hopeful for next Friday.
That's a great way to put it.
Yeah.
It really is, because a lot of people know Wenatchee had their game canceled because of COVID. So, like I said, we're on shaky ground right now.
Well, the Eastmont Wildcats decided to take a tougher schedule, and
man.
boy, howdy have they in non-conference games this year. And, you know, they've won the Big Nine the last two times we had a Big Nine full season, and got into state tournament play and found out that, well, they're not quite ready for state tournament play.
There's another level after you get past that. That's for sure, and they did find that out. And I'll tell you what, they're going to find out tonight, too, just what a good team from Spokane is. And, you know, you and I have done games a long time. I have hardly ever done a team's game from the Greater Spokane League. It's very few that I've done.
It's been back when I was in the Tri-Cities working at Kona Radio that they had the GSL versus the
really cool.
Big Nine down there.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I was used to them then, but not so much now.
Right.
So Central Valley out of the Greater Spokane League is one of those teams, the upper echelon. Of course, Gonzaga Prep is the team always to beat in that league.
Right, there's no doubt about it. You know, I liken that to the league down in Tri-Cities where Chiawana is Gonzaga Prep, and then everybody else tries to be that. But Central Valley's very close. They played a very close game against Gonzaga Prep last year. It'll be those two teams most likely this year.
Well, and talking with their head coach, Ryan Butner, he said that he's got a lot of those guys back from that spring squad that went 5-2. They had a whole GSL season last spring. In the Big Nine, different story. You were relegated to your region. Eastmont played 5 games. They lost the first one badly, but then, I mean, pitch shutouts the last 2 games in a row, including that matchup with Wenatchee.
There's no doubt they were getting better as the season was going on in that spring football year, but you know what? They are a good team. They're a solid team, and they have a lot of experienced players back, too, even though Central Valley has 45 lettermen coming back that played football, has experience. Eastmont's got a lot, too.
We're going to take a break, come back, talk more about the specifics of this one as we get ready for football on a Friday. You got you right here on the NCWLIFE Channel.
Are you a take charge kind of person? Consider a career as a health unit coordinator. You'll work to keep health facilities running efficiently by coordinating medical providers, patients, and departments. The Charter College Certificate in Health Unit Coordinator program can get you up to speed on basic patient care, health records management, health and safety procedures, and medical billing. And the 10-month online program includes a computer you keep. Get started at chartercollege.edu, where we work to get you to work.
Welcome to Eastmont High School.
Welcome back here to Eastmont High School, and of course the PA system blares in our ears as
Tonight,
Pat gets it cranked up again. They could turn that down just a little bit.
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, there we go. They turned it down. Thank goodness, because my ears were bleeding. So it's the Eastmont Wildcats. It's the Central Valley Bears. Grant, what are you looking for in this contest to start out the 2021 season?
Well, on paper, what you see first thing is Eastmont's got to stop them on offense and then try and score on a very good defense. Eastmont has their work cut out for them on both sides of the ball, Eric, and it all starts with Luke Abshire, the quarterback for Central Valley. You told me earlier today you talked to the coach, and he came in, his second game of his sophomore season, and then he's played ever since. 6'2", 180-pound senior.
And he's a next-level quarterback who's got an offer for a D2 program, so he's one to watch for sure. They like to spread the ball around, and they got two wide receivers that are also going to be tough for Eastmont to match up with tonight. They've got 5'10", 170-pound senior Justin Flynn, and on the other side, he's a 5'10", 170-pound senior Nick Saunders. These guys are two-way players. They play cornerbacks on defense. They are tough to cover, and Eastmont's going to have their hands full.
Well, another dynamic for Eastmont is they don't play a lot of teams in the Big Nine that run that spread offense with 4 or 5 receivers, and we're going to see that almost every offensive set. So I'm sure Eastmont has been ready for that. They've practiced for that, but you still got to stop it.
Well, the good news for the Wildcats is they've got a lot of returning people that have a lot of experience. Coach Don, in the interview we'll see coming up in just a few moments, talks about this senior class and how there's a lot of them that are now playing in their 4th year of football.
That's pretty impressive.
That is impressive, and it starts with the quarterback Luke Gale, who's just a sophomore, but we saw him as a freshman last spring. He did really well.
And he came on as the season progressed last spring as well, and I expect a lot of good things from him this season.
And running the football, which is what Eastmont is priding itself on always, they've got a lot of experience there. Corbin Keys, Austin Ruffins, Ivan Corona. Corona's that scat guy that you just never know if he's going to throw it or pass it.
And Eric, I think if Eastmont has any chance tonight, they've got to establish some kind of running game. They can't depend on Gale being back there as a sophomore against this really experienced defense and try and get something done. They got to get the run going tonight.
Yeah, watch the linebacking core for Central Valley as well. It's a run versus a pass. Who knows what kind of night it will be, but Eastmont hoping for good news here at home. We'll talk with the coach. We'll talk with Logan Schneider as well as the pregame show continues. We're live at Eastmont's Wildcat Stadium for the Wildcats and the Bears coming up on the NCWLIFE Channel.
Are you a take charge kind of person? Consider a career as a health unit coordinator. You'll work to keep health facilities running efficiently by coordinating medical providers, patients, and departments. The Charter College Certificate in Health Unit Coordinator program can get you up to speed on basic patient care, health records management, health and safety procedures, and medical billing. And the 10-month online program includes a computer you keep. Get started at chartercollege.edu, where we work to get you to work.
Pregame show continues here on the NCWLIFE Channel as we get ready for the first football game of the fall and trying to get back to normal. Michael Don joining us now. And how's the week's progression getting ready for tonight?
Good. Kids have been coming along, getting better every day. We're still working hard. We got kids in the weight room every day still, and practice. We're out here, got a lot of kids, and just trying to get better every day. Can't say it any different.
So back to normal. We talk about that. Kids are back in school, which has got to be a relief because you can kind of keep tabs on kids a little easier that way.
Yeah, it is. Getting kids in school makes it a lot easier to keep tabs on them and make sure they're meeting expectations and doing what they're supposed to. When they're out of sight, sometimes it's hard because they're out of mind. They're not necessarily out of mind, but it's a lot harder to get a hold of them. I can track them down a lot easier when they're here at the high school.
Let's talk about this matchup with CV tonight. What are you expecting out of them? That's, GSL, good program, good league.
Yeah, no, good league, good program in the GSL. They've got some solid kids coming back. They've got a quarterback who's done really well. He's got a Division II offer, and he's got some talent. And they've got a corner receiver who's a good player. They got some kids back, and they're tough. They're always tough. They're always towards the top of the GSL, and this will be a great barometer for us as a program. We've done really well in our league. We've done well with the non-leagues that we've had the last few years, and it was time to step up and see what we could do at the state level. And we wanted to play top 10 ranked teams and see if we could put together a resume and compete early, and if not, see where our deficiencies were early and get better as the season progressed.
Yeah, CV coming in preseason ranked 9. Of course, what does that mean? But it's one thing to have in your mind where you think you are, and then you find out on a Friday night.
Exactly, and sometimes it's good. It takes kids seeing failure in order to see where they have to go. Sometimes you can get a false sense of like, okay, here's where we are, when you beat teams that you're just better than, and we need to be able to see what we can do against top level competition. And we got a special group of seniors that they've been phenomenal since they were young. They've worked exceptionally hard, and we're really excited to see what they can do for the program this year. A lot of them have been 3-4 year starters, and we got a lot of kids, and if we can get mentally right and take care of business, I think we have an opportunity to be special this year.
Which helps for that Friday night thing, because it's one thing to come out here and practice after school and in the sunshine, turn those lights on. Sometimes kids have a tendency to lose their minds once in a while.
Yeah, every now and then they tend to. It's they're high school kids, and they got a lot going on in their lives. They've got a social life. They got school. Some of them have work and football, and there's just a lot going on for them. And their minds work a heck of a lot different than mine. When I don't even remember what mine worked like back then, but I imagine I wasn't so bright then. They're doing a great job right now, just getting focused in. We started school last week, kind of getting into a normal routine, and that's always hard. When school starts after you've started football, it's a tough transition to like, holy cow, we're doing everything all at once again, and getting them in. But they're getting into that routine. They're getting used to getting up early in the mornings again, and it's been good. I think we're getting into a good routine, and kids are getting comfortable.
Well, best of luck here tonight. As I always say, keep everybody healthy.
No, thank you.
You bet. Michael Don joining us here on the pregame show. We're going to come back and talk to one of the seniors at Eastmont coming up next here as the pregame show continues on the NCWLIFE Channel.
You love to help others. You need a solid career. You can have it all with help from Charter College. Our 10-month medical assistant program prepares you to work in healthcare settings like physician offices, rehab centers, and clinics. You'll learn to take patient vitals, assist with exams, administer injections, and maintain medical records. When you're ready to launch a rewarding healthcare career, visit chartercollege.edu, because we work to get you to work.
When the people you serve are your friends and family, you see the world a bit differently. You understand that your survival depends on the health and strength of your relationships. Your word is your reputation, and that doing the right thing is the only way of life that matters. At Confluence Health, we remain humble. Trust is a gift that is earned, a privilege, an honor. And we remain grateful for the trust you place in our hands.
Pregame show continues here on the NCWLIFE Channel. Well, Michael Don makes the choice of whom we talk to each week. Today we're talking with Logan Schneider, one of the many seniors for the Eastmont Wildcats. First of all, Logan, talk about your off-season. It was kind of a different one because you guys played this spring. Did that help you guys?
I honestly think it did. It was a great way, to like see what we really needed to work on and like get more prepared for the season.
So Michael's already told me that he's really proud of this senior class, and you guys haven't even started playing games yet. Why would that be, do you think?
Because the amount of work and stuff we put in the off season has already transitioned out to practice and stuff, and it's going to be a good year for us.
Talk about that from your guys' perspective, because you kind of have to hold everybody accountable, right? I mean, it's up to the team to do the off-season workouts and all that kind of stuff. You guys feel like you carried that pretty well last summer?
Yeah, I think we did. Like, Don, he gave us our weights to lift at home by ourselves, and a lot of players sees that opportunity, and our maxes went up even though weight room wasn't open.
That's awesome. So how did you do that? Is it just you're texting each other, that type of thing, and kind of put the pressure on? Or you're calling guys and saying, hey, are you working?
Yeah, we kind of did like videos, check-in stuff, stuff like that.
Okay.
And then you could just tell the people that were working out, like the body physique and everything just looked different.
Sure. So you guys had a few weeks of practice now. How do you feel you're coming along as you get ready for this game tonight?
Oh, it's going to be a fun game. That's all I got to say about it.
Well, and let's talk about that. I mean, Central Valley right out of the gates. I mean, geez, you talk about setting a bar up high. That's a tough team to play.
It is, but we love a challenge, and we want to get a good seeding this year, so we got to do what we got to do.
All right, so let's talk about the goals for this team and for your senior year. What is it?
Have fun. Always have fun. That's our main goal. And, I mean, we want to make it in playoffs. That's another one of our big goals. Right. And I think the amount of work we put in and stuff, I think we can achieve that.
Well, I guess if you do the work and you achieve little milestones along the way, that's going to be a lot of fun then, right?
Oh, yeah, it's going to be so much fun.
Okay, so post-senior, you graduate. What's plans for Logan Schneider?
I'm going to go into the aviation program.
Okay.
Yeah, I want to explore the world.
Okay, all right. So do you have that where you're going to go yet, or?
It's either ASU or Central right now. So.
Okay, all right, very cool. So in your free time, if you have any, what do you like to do?
Oh, I work for Davey Schneider in the orchard. That's all I got to do.
Well, you know, there's something to be said, though, about these kids that have to physically work, and when it comes to sports, that it kind of translates, right?
Oh, it does 100%. It's working there is like a second job, basically. It makes this a lot easier because you get the work etiquette. And transitions a lot.
And you don't have to get up so early in the morning to play football, right?
Oh, that is so true.
Logan, best of luck this season. Thanks for taking the time.
No problem.
You bet. Logan Schneider joining us here on the Pregame Show. We'll come back and get you the starting lineups. It's Central Valley and Eastmont next here on the NCWLIFE Channel.
Come on, I'm a certified technician. I was trained to take good care of you.
9. I've only been to the dealer.
I've been coming here for years. These guys are great.
Look around. The BMW, the Jag, the Volvo, they're all waiting for regular service. Well, the BMW has a little computer issue, but that's nothing we can't handle. Come on in.
From regular maintenance to computer troubleshooting, trust the Global Car Care technicians with your import, diesel-powered, or domestic vehicle. Global Car Care. They speak your car's language.
Dankeschön. Are you dealing with a pest or weed issue and you just don't know what to do?
We use the best pest control methods approved for areas with kids and pets.
Whether it's rats, mice, ants, or spiders,
or something else altogether. We provide the coaching and solutions you're looking for.
And you can know that your dollars are supporting a local, family-owned and operated business.
Allow us to help you get back to living healthy and pest-free. Harvest Valley Pest Control.
And welcome back to Wildcat Stadium on the campus of Eastmont High School as we are getting ready for the Eastmont Wildcats facing off against the Central Valley Bears. And joining me tonight, I'm glad to have him along, is Wenatchee Hall of Famer Eric Kuntz joining me tonight because Eric Granstrom, as we explained earlier, is outside running a camera. That's a long story, but I'm glad you're here, E.
Well, I'm glad I got that phone call in the middle of the week, Grant. Say, come join me because it's always a pleasure working with the voice of the Wenatchee Valley.
Oh, boy. Wow. I'm done. I'm going home now.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm excited for this game. Central Valley, highly touted team, so I'm excited to see what they've kind of brought to town here from the GSL.
Well, that GSL league is always a strong league. It's going to be a challenge for the Wildcats tonight for the first game of the season. There's going to have some nerves going. Might have some mistakes. They don't make third game of the season. They make tonight. But it'd be a good challenge for them tonight.
All right, time for the national anthem here. We'll take a 90-second break and come back with tonight's starting lineups right after this.
Counterplay inside, picking his way.
You love to help others. You need a solid career. You can have it all with help from Charter College. Our 10-month medical assistant program prepares you to work in healthcare settings like physician offices, rehab centers, and clinics. You'll learn to take patient vitals, assist with exams, administer injections, and maintain medical records. When you're ready to launch a rewarding healthcare career, visit chartercollege.edu, because we work to get you to work.
Hello, my name is Brian Brett, the Fire Chief for Chelan County Fire District 1, and I just wanted to talk about how amazing our Rivercom team is. They are intentional, purposeful, and skillful in everything they do, and they are the best at what they do. How they prepare, how they handle the caller, how they coordinate the emergency services, and how they push themselves to be the best. This is the kind of spirit that our Rivercom telecommunicators have. Our community needs you, we need you, we admire you, you're our lifeline.
When the people you serve are your friends and family, you see the world a bit differently. You understand that your survival depends on the health and strength of your relationships. Your word is your reputation, and that doing the right thing is the only way of life that matters. At Confluence Health, we remain humble. Trust is a gift that is earned, a privilege, an honor. And we remain grateful for the trust you place in our hands.
All right, time now to take a look at tonight's starting lineups, and we'll begin with the Eastmont Wildcat offense. Running the show is 6'1", 160-pound sophomore quarterback Luke Gale. Behind him is tailback Corbin Keys, a senior at 5'10", 160 pounds. Slot back is Austin Ruffins, and we're going to talk a lot about him tonight, a 6 foot, 180-pound junior. Also, Ivan Corona. He does all the heavy lifting inside running the football. He's 5'7", 180-pound junior. Wide receiver is Brooks Travato, a senior at 6'1", 160. The other wide receiver, I should say, tight end, Adrian Ruffins. He's a sophomore at 6'4", 180 pounds. And now for the big lineman for the Eastmont Wildcats. At one tackle is Gail Gonzalez, a junior, 5'9", 230 pounds. Next to him, Tony Ortega, a senior, lots of experience for Eastmont, 6'3", 250 pounds. The big man, Alex DeFore, is at center tonight. He's a senior, 6'4", 275 pounds. Alongside him is guard Connor Prazer, only a sophomore, and he's a big one, 6'3", 270. And the other tackle is Andrew Son. He's a 5'9", 230-pound junior. And now the starting lineup for Central Valley on defense. Nose guard is George Sanko, 6'2", 265-pound senior. Defensive tackle Rodney Minetti. He's 6'2", 230-pound junior. The other defensive tackle, also a junior, is Joe Pitt, 6'4", 235 pounds. Justin Finn is a defensive end. He's 5'10", 170-pound senior. The other defensive end is Nick Saunders, a senior at 5'10", 170. The linebackers, and they are talented. In fact, Coach Butner told Eric Granstrom earlier this week that 3 of the 4 linebackers could go to the next level, and we're talking about Zach McCurdy, a 6'2", 205-pound junior. Riley Phillips, he's a senior, 6 feet, 220 pounds. Trevor Gravel, he's 6 feet, 215-pound senior. And the player that I think everybody's wanting to watch tonight, is outside linebacker Brandon Thomas. He's a 6'2", 225 junior. We will get to that story here in a second, and it's a great one. The safeties are Cameron Pfeiffer and Josh Hansen. Anyway, Brandon Thomas, diagnosed with cancer, lost his leg, and is playing out here tonight with a prosthetic leg, a high-tech prosthetic leg that the WIAA has approved. And watched him warm up a little bit out there tonight, and you wouldn't even know it, and this kid looks like he is an athletic kid.
Yeah, he is built like a football player without a doubt. I was also watching him during pregame out there, and he's moving around like he had both 2 really healthy legs. And being a cancer survivor myself, knowing to get back out there and get busy and being active is the most important thing to do. So
I'm really excited to watch him tonight. Such a great story, isn't it?
It really is. It really is. A man at his age to be able to come up and say, I still want to live my dream as being a football player is an amazing attribute to him and
absolutely
and his parents and the support he gets.
And Coach Butner said he could go to the next level as well. He's that good. So I'm looking forward to watching him here tonight. The players are on the field, and we are just about set for kickoff here to open up our 2021 football season. with the Eastmont Wildcats, Wenatchee Panthers, and also we'll have a game with the Kashmir Bulldogs a little bit later on this season. So kicking off for Central Valley is Aiden LaBrosse, and back deep for the Eastmont Wildcats is Bryce Rowe and Corbin Keys. Here's the kick, high and short. It bounces, and no, it's picked up and then dropped by Keys. Did he get on it, or who got on it? It looked like Central Valley did, and they have the football. And just like that, our first turnover of the ball game, and that's not the way you want to start against a really good football team.
No, I don't think he expected to be a short kick and come running off, and it bounced off. Just didn't catch it.
Boy, he really didn't.
And then he got hit right after he tried to pick it up, and, of course, Central Valley picked up the ball, first and 10 Bears.
Sometimes a little bit of nerves get involved, too, this first game of the season, and you're seeing these players bearing down on you. And, yeah, it's easy for us to say, but all right, now we get to see our first look at this high-powered Central Valley offense run by Luke Abshire, the senior, at 6'2", 180 pounds, number 10 out there. His brother, actually, is the running back behind him, a junior, Zach Abshire. Here we go with 4 receivers in this offensive set, and I think we're going to be seeing this all night long. Abshire in shotgun, hands it off to brother Luke, first play from scrimmage, right side. He gets a couple of yards, but a nice tackle made there by Logan Schneider, the Mr. Everything football player for Eastmont Wildcats. What an athlete.
Yeah, you'll be saying that name a lot tonight, too. He's quite an athlete.
So that'll bring up second down and about 8 for Central Valley. A gain of 2 on that run for Abshire. Once again, shotgun for brother Luke. He's going to pass this time. Look left the whole time, and he goes left. Has a receiver there, and it's caught by Nick Saunders. And that'll be a short gain as well, up to almost the 15-yard line. They're going to mark it at about the 16, gain of 1. We'll call it 2. So third down and 6 now for Central Valley. What have do the Bears have here inside the red zone? 3rd and 6. Just underway first quarter. Great to have you along tonight on the NCWLIFE Channel. Here's Abshire, almost a jump on defense as Abshire looks out of the sideline for a signal. Once again, just 3 receivers in the set this time. Ball's on the short side of the field. Fake handoff to brother Luke, the running back, over the middle, and that'll be enough for a Central Valley first down. And there's that arm right there. He winged that over the center of the field for a nice gain all the way down to the 7-yard line.
Yeah, that was a nice slant. It was the weak side of the offensive formation. Did a nice little slant, a great pass, and keep the drive alive.
9 yards on that play. Takes it down to the 12. Make it about 6 yards, I should say. Just about what the Bears needed there. Now they keep the drive alive as the clock continues to move at 10:15 left to go here in the first quarter. Central Valley better hurry. The play clock down to 6 seconds now. Abshire, shotgun, 3 receivers to his right. Handoff up the middle. It's his brother Luke Abshire. Keeps those legs churning and then gets stood up by the inside linebacker for Eastmont, Hunter Moore. But he does get down to the 5-yard line. In fact, it'll be marked at about the 4-yard line. That'll be a gain of about 7 for Zach Abshire. So second down and goal now for the Bears. Ball at the Eastmont 4-yard line. Once again, the Abshires in the backfield. Quick play this time, and in trouble is Luke. The ball's loose, and it's recovered by Logan Schneider for the Wildcats at the 12-yard line.
Wow, there's a turnabout fair play right there, huh, Grant?
Absolutely, and I just don't think that that wasn't a good designed play. They looked kind of confused, didn't they, at the very start?
Yeah, they did. I thought for sure they'd run the ball up. They only had 1 wide receiver. They packed the lineman in tight. Figured for sure maybe he changed the play. Maybe called an audible and saw maybe a possible slant, but whatever happened, the Eastmont came in and made the great stop and got the turnover, and let's see what they can do with the ball here.
Yeah, Logan Schneider on the blitz, and they just didn't pick him up over there. Now Eastmont has it. First down and 10. First time on offense for the Wildcats. Gale, it's a handoff, and then a pass downfield, a little trickery to start things off to Logan Schneider. It's incomplete. Halfback pass that time, and remember, Ivan Corona, who threw that ball, was the starting quarterback for Eastmont last spring. So this kid can throw the ball, and I love that call to start this game for Eastmont.
Yeah, probably just try to spread out the defense a little bit and try to catch them off guard, but Central Valley was ready for it.
That'll bring up 2nd down and 10 now for the Wildcats. No score here on this beautiful, beautiful Friday night in early September. I think temperature in the low 70s right now, just about perfect.
Beautiful weather.
Gale under center this time, the sophomore quarterback. Corona in motion. That ball is on the turf again, and I think Eastmont did get on that at the 10-yard line. A little bit rusty, both teams here to start this game. That'll be a loss of 2 for Eastmont on that fumble, and that'll bring it 3rd down and long now, 3rd and 12 for the Wildcats.
Yeah, nerves could still be working.
Eastmont splits out with Brooks Travato left side. He's the only receiver split out. And the linebacker we've been talking about, Brandon Thomas, in there at number 28. This time it's a handoff left side. And this time it's Austin Ruffins trying that left side. Does cross the 15-yard line to about the 16. Gain of about 4 on that play. Give him 5. And that'll bring up 4th down and the punting unit on for Eastmont. Cameron Pope is the punter for the Wildcats, and back deep is Nick Saunders for Central Valley. It's kind of fun to have these GSL teams in town. We just don't get to do a lot of these games, and Eastmont's going to get plenty of the GSL over these next 2 weeks as they travel to Gonzaga Prep next week. Here's the punt by Pope. A high spiral kick. Saunders thought about grabbing it, then let it go, and it will be down at the 44-yard line. So nice field position once again for Central Valley. They began their last drive at around the Eastmont 20-yard line and couldn't score. Fumbled on that possession. We'll see what they can do here. 8:01 on the clock here, first quarter. No score from Wildcat Stadium. Central Valley, by the way, in the AP preseason poll E, ranked number 9 in the state, and Gonzaga Prep, who Eastmont plays next week, at number 4.
Wow. Nothing like playing the top 2 teams.
I really like that, though. Yeah. I like Coach Don's idea behind that. Then once you get to league play, it doesn't seem as tough, maybe. All right, 1st down at 10 for Central Valley. Abshire back to pass, and it's picked off by Schneider. Beautiful play at midfield. And just like that, Eastmont gets their 2nd turnover. What a play by Schneider. There, he showed his athleticism, Eric. That was amazing. Leapt up in the air, high jump, got that ball. I don't think Abshire even thought he could get it. And Eastmont's in business now in Central Valley territory.
Yeah, it looked like to me he threw it where he didn't expect Schneider to be, and Schneider jumped up, made a great interception on that. It's nice. Two possessions for Central Valley. Logan Schneider, 2 turnovers.
That's right.
So
and we've already seen 3 turnovers here in this first quarter.
Right.
All right, can the Eastmont Wildcats capitalize now? Great field position at the Central Valley 44-yard line. Gale under center. Handoff goes up the middle, and it's Gunnar Peterson, the sophomore. Boy, nowhere to go. Does manage to get back to the original line of scrimmage, but that is all. They're going to mark him at about the 44.5-yard line. Peterson had some nice games last year as a freshman. Kind of came out of nowhere. Had a couple of 100-yard games, and then the ball kind of got handed off to Ruffins and Corbin Keys later in the year. But this kid Peterson, he's another good player for Eastmont.
Yeah, they have a handful of good ball players in there. Young ones, too.
Right, split out left side is Travato again. In motion, Ruffins, handoff. There's Peterson again, and good defense by the Bears. As that might even be a loss of 1 on that carry, and a good stop by those good linebackers. A stop there by Trevor Gavell, the 6', 215-pound senior. Loss of 1 on that play. That'll bring up 3rd down and 11 now. And not exactly how Eastmont wanted this possession to go following a turnover.
Well, they're trying to establish a run, obviously, and Central Valley, they got some big linemen in the middle, and they just can't find an open hole right now.
Boy, but Eastmont does too. We were talking about that. 275, 270, 250 on that offensive line for the Wildcats. All right, 3rd down and 11. 2 receivers split out. In motion is Corbin Keys. Back to pass. Gale, floater over the middle. He's got Ruffins inside the 30, and he gets knocked out of bounds hard at the 27-yard line. Gain of 18 on that play, and that'll give Eastmont a first down at the 27. Nice pass and nice touch by Luke Gale that time to a wide open Austin Ruffins.
Yeah, it was a great pass play coming across the middle. He hit him, picked up what yards he could, and keep the drive alive.
Here come the Wildcats to the line now as Gale under center. He's got Adrian Ruffins, the sophomore, to his right. Handoff up the middle. That's the sophomore Gunnar Peterson again. Fights his way inside the 25 and makes it down to about the 23-yard line. Gain of 4 for Peterson on that play, and Eastmont moving the football. And I really think, Eric and I talked about this in the pregame a little bit, that Eastmont's got to establish a run to have any chance tonight, because you can't have a sophomore quarterback with not a lot of experience back there trying to beat a good experienced team like Central Valley. So they've got to establish that run.
Yeah, they have to keep the defensive linemen honest, and a good running game will do that.
2nd and 5 for the Wildcats. The ball is at the CV 22-yard line. Gale back to pass. Quick hitter on the right side. A move, and inside the 15 down to the 13. Brooks Travato. And that'll be enough for an Eastmont first down. Gain of about 7 on that play. Nice pass by Gale again. He's showing some confidence now since that first possession. Only a sophomore. It's easy to forget that he's a sophomore out there. All right, this time it's Travato split out left side, and Adrian Ruffins to the right. In the slot is Corbin Keys, right side in motion now. Handoff up the middle again. Peterson's got some room up the middle into the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats. 13-yard touchdown run for the sophomore Gunnar Peterson. Boy, that hole was wide open.
Yeah, it was a great trap play right in the middle, and Central Valley had nobody there. And Peterson made a great run up the middle, and no one, the safeties were evacuated or whatever.
Yeah, right. They were out of the picture for sure. All right, on for the extra point now for Eastmont is Cameron Pope. 6-0 Wildcats. Good snap. The hold is down. Kick is up. Plenty of leg, and it's good. 4:59 left to go here in this first quarter, and it's Eastmont 7, Central Valley nothing. We're back to the field in 30 seconds. Stay with us.
When you call Dick's Heating and Air Conditioning, you're calling on 35-plus years of experience in the Wenatchee Valley. Spending extra time in your home, you may have discovered an unwanted aroma. Stinky feet, pets, who knows what. Call Dick's today about installing their Train Clean Effects electronic air cleaner or a Rheem Halo ultraviolet air purifier. Either way, the air quality in your home will be improved. Proudly servicing all of North Central Washington, call 884-6444 today.
So the Wildcats, 5 plays, 44 yards, took 2 minutes, 57 seconds off the clock. 13-yard touchdown run by sophomore Gunnar Peterson. The extra point by Pope, good, and Eastmont leads it here 7-0. And boy, that's the start you wanted right here.
Yeah, especially get it on the ground like that. And they ran the ball, 5 times that drive or 4 times?
Oh, at least. Yeah, it was only 5 plays total. So I think,
Two pass plays and
right,
3 runs.
And good pass plays by Gale that really got him in position to score that touchdown. Just a good all-around drive, 44-yard drive by Eastmont.
Yep.
All right, Pope set to kick off. Back deep is Nick Saunders and Justin Finn. Here's the kick by Pope. Good one. High and deep, taken at the 3-yard line. Bobbled there Picked up, and now on the right side has some room all of a sudden. Pope, the kicker, comes and makes the tackle at around the 26-yard line. Sometimes when they bobble kicks like that, it kind of throws off the rhythm of the coverage team, and sometimes you can get a pretty good return off of those. So CV will take over at their own 25-yard line with 4:52 left to go here in this opening quarter. Eastmont leads at 7-0. 2 consecutive turnovers for CV as they start this ball game. A fumble on their first possession, and on the very first play of the last possession, an interception by Logan Schneider. So we'll see what they can do this time. Abshire, shotgun, hands it off to brother Zach Abshire, and he gets taken down just past the line of scrimmage. Not much of a gain there, and a good play by Bryce Rowe, the 6-foot, 185-pound senior. Gain of 1 on that run by Abshire.
Across the 25 to near the 26, going to be second down and 9 for Central Valley.
So CV getting the play from the sideline from Coach Butner, as they face a second down and 9 now. 4 receivers in this spread offense. 3 to the left of Abshire, 1 to his right side. Fake handoff up the middle to his brother. Then a pass right in the breadbasket. That pass was there and just dropped by Gavin Tracy. And that'll bring up a third down now for the Bears. A kid can throw it. He's got some zip on that football without a doubt.
Yeah, that was a nice defensive break up there on the play too. He gave him a pretty good shot and make sure he wasn't going to hang on to it.
So a big third down play here as Central Valley faces 3rd and 9 as the clock gets a little bit closer to 4 minutes now left in this first quarter. Abshire shotgun, 3 receivers left, 1 to the right. We've got movement up on that, I believe, the offensive line. It looked like the right guard move, possibly, E.
Yeah, about 3 of the linemen, it looked like, for Central Valley.
R.J. Hunter, the big tackle, I think I saw him stand up just a little bit early. 6 feet, 235-pounder. The refs huddled up at midfield just to see who exactly did move. And it is procedure on Central Valley. So that'll take the Bears back 5 yards, and that'll bring up 3rd down and 14 now for Central Valley. Ball back at their 21-yard line. What the Wildcats like to hear, make it a little bit tougher for these Bears, and they look just a little bit tentative right now, don't they?
Yeah, they do. They look like out of rhythm a little bit.
They are out of rhythm. All right, Abshire shotgun. Looks like a blitz. Here comes Snyder. Abshire wings it downfield, and man, he had a receiver overthrew him. Hudson Dayton, the intended receiver, and that goes incomplete. So here comes the punting unit for the Central Valley Bears, and the defense of the Wildcats, they do their job again. So on to punt for the Bears is Luke Abshire.
Yeah, he was open. He just overthrew him a little bit there.
Boy, he was open.
It would have been 6 points with a good throw.
Back deep is Bryce Rowe for Eastmont to return this punt, and we got a timeout called by the Eastmont Wildcats. We'll take 1, 2. We've got 4:01 left first quarter. It's Eastmont 7, Central Valley nothing. We're back to Wildcat Stadium in 30 seconds.
Are you dealing with a pest or weed issue and you just don't know what to do?
We use the best pest control methods approved for areas with kids and pets.
Whether it's rats, mice, ants, or spiders,
or something else altogether. We provide the coaching and solutions you're looking for.
And you can know that your dollars are supporting a local, family-owned and operated business.
Allow us to help you get back to living healthy and pest-free. Harvest Valley Pest Control.
All right, 4th down and 14 for Central Valley as we return. The snap is high. It goes over Abshire's head. He does get the punt off. That could be returned. He could go into the end zone, and instead just kind of stood there, and that's Tony Lopez. I don't think he knew what to do, once he caught that punt.
No, he had no clue. He caught it. Well, do I run with it or do I fall? So he took about 3 steps and he was tackled. So
any way you look at it, how about this field position again for the Eastmont Wildcats? They are going to have it in deep into Central Valley territory. It looks like at about the 12-yard line. So a golden opportunity for Eastmont here to get some more points on the board.
Boy, Central Valley just kind of self-destructing this first quarter, aren't they?
They just do not look sharp here in this opening quarter at all.
2 turnovers and a bad snap. They're just putting themselves behind the 8 ball.
They really are. All right, Eastmont back out on the field. Scored on their last possession. Can they do it here? The Wildcats lead at 7-0. Gale under center. Handoff. Here's Corona on the right side. Boy, he's a tough runner. Inside the 5. Is he going to get in? He does. Touchdown from 12 yards out. Ivan Corona with an easy touchdown for the Wildcats. And just like that, it's 13-0 Eastmont. I think Central Valley's a little shocked at this point, and the good crowd that came from Spokane, awfully quiet over there right now.
Yeah, they don't have much to cheer about right now. Obviously, they look like they kind of faked that handoff up the middle and gave it to Corona and run, and he took advantage of it and a couple of missed tackles, and he's in the end zone.
This kid breaks a lot of tackles. He does. He's just got that strength as a runner. Now it's Cameron Pope on to try for the extra point. The kick, it looks perfect down the middle, and it is. 3:45 left to go here. First quarter, just like that. Eastmont 14, Central Valley nothing. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Think premium can't be capable? Think again. Introducing the first ever AT4 lineup. Premium and capable. That's professional grade from GMC.
Well, that Eastmont drive was pretty simple. One play, 12 yards, 8 seconds off the clock, and the Eastmont Wildcats now, boy, trying to pull off an upset here, leading Central Valley 14-0. As I mentioned, Central Valley preseason ranked 9th in 4A football in Washington and returned a ton of players from last year. But Eastmont, though, they've taken advantage of turnovers, and that's what you have to do against a good team, and they've certainly done that.
Yeah, you have to. You have to do that. And Eastmont's done that. They've had one themselves, and it didn't hurt them. Central Valley, they got to take care of the basketball. They got to get settled down a little bit, create a little rhythm on offense, and try to get back into this game.
Here's Pope to kick off for Eastmont now. Long line drive kick that goes all the way through the end zone. And that is a touchback. Nice kick by Pope that time. So Central Valley's offense comes out for the 4th time in this first quarter. Fumble, interception, bad snap that led to a blocked punt. And that's kind of how this offense has gone so far for the Bears in this one. Ball will be at their own 20-yard line with 3:45 left to go in this opening quarter. 14-0 Eastmont on top. Abshire, shotgun. 3 receivers left, 1 to the right. Eastmont's defense has done their job, at least so far tonight. All right, Abshire gets the call. Does hand it off to brother Zach over the right side, and he gets absolutely nowhere. Gets smothered over there along that sideline, and guess who? Logan Schneider over there to make that stop. Wow.
Yeah, we have an injury on the field, I think.
We do have a Wildcat down over there. You're right, E. Down on one knee, anyway.
Yeah, I'm trying to get a number now for us, Grant. Looks like a shoulder injury. The medical staff for Central Valley got there first and talking to him. Looks like a shoulder injury.
Well, Well, this defense of Eastmont playing so well here early in this game.
Well, they're not giving up anything on the running game. That's, like we stated earlier, you got to establish a running game to get your passing game going. And Eastmont has established a running game, and Central Valley is not.
Well, and Coach Butner told Eric Granstrom earlier in the week that this team likes to throw the ball all over the field. Well, so far we really haven't seen that. We've seen some overthrows and we've seen some short passes over the middle, but that's been about it so far.
It's number 4?
It looks like it's number 6, which I believe is Bryce Rowe, the 6-foot, 185-pound senior. And he plays offense and defense, so that is kind of a blow. Really good athlete back there, Bryce Rowe. So both teams back out on the field as Central Valley faces second down and a long 9. Ball just across the Bears' 20-yard line. 2 receivers to the left of Abshire, 2 to his right as well, with brother Zach in the backfield on this second down and 9. Here's Abshire. Looks left, going to go right instead. Beautiful spiral down the sideline all the way to the 40-yard line. And that's an easy 20-yard pitch and catch for Abshire. I believe Nick Saunders is the receiver on that play.
I believe we also have a personal foul against Eastmont on that.
Looked like a late hit on the quarterback, possibly Abshire.
Yep.
So that'll give the Bears an extra 15 yards on top of the 20-yard reception. And that's going to put them right back in business here. That was a beautiful throw, too, by Abshire down that sideline.
Yeah, that was a great toss.
So the reception to the 40 should give CV the ball at about the Eastmont 45-yard line, and they're still walking it off, and that looks like where they're going to put it, and they will. So a 35-yard play right there for Central Valley. Is that what you're going to say?
Yeah, I was just going to say.
Yeah.
35-yard play right there.
So Central Valley in Eastmont territory now at the 45-yard line. First down and 10 with 3:27 left first quarter. Another zinger to the right side. Saunders again, and that's another 9-yard gain on that pitch and catch. Abshire, nice 2 throws in a row that time, and he's got such great receivers out there as well. Justin Finn, also speedy guy over there.
Well, that was a catch. That was a catch and throw right there. I mean, the guy throw and catch, the defensive backs took off back, and that was an easy 10-yard
another flag flies there. I think this will be on Eastmont's the defense.
Against the Wildcats.
Just marching down the field with penalties here now, along with that 20-yard pass play and a 9-yard pass play. Now it's down to the Eastmont 31-yard line.
First and 10 for the Bears.
So Hudson Dayton split out to the left side. Dylan Gravel as well joins him. In the slot, Nick Saunders. Fake handoff. Abshire rolls left and throws it into the ground. I think he had Saunders with some open field, just couldn't quite get it to him on that rollout to his left. I think that'd be an easy throw for somebody like Abshire right there, wouldn't you?
Well, it's tough going to your left, throwing back to your right. You need to get your shoulder square. He may not have done that. So
that's true.
Yep.
Second and 10 Bears. This time it's Saunders and Hudson Dayton on the left side. Handoff instead goes to Zach Abshire. Tries the right side of the line. Does get a nice gain out of it of about 5 yards, close to the 25-yard line.
Logan Schneider on Eastmont tackle.
Logan Schneider playing a game already in this first quarter. A fumble recovery, an interception, and at least 2 solo tackles that I can think of. That's a quarter.
Yeah, that's pretty much a whole game almost.
Sure
for
is.
Some high school players. So.
Third down and 5 for Central Valley. The ball at the Eastmont 27-yard line. Abshire shotgun. Wings one over the middle. Wide open receiver. Catches it at the 10. Gets knocked down finally at the 7-yard line. And that'll be another 20-yard gain on that pass play. Justin Finn, the receiver on that pass play. Boy, so many weapons out there with Finn and Saunders especially. And then you got the slot players, Dylan Gravel and Hudson Dayton. Lots of targets for Luke Abshire. First down and goal now for the Bears. Handoff, Abshire, right side, gets inside the 5-yard line. Looks like he gets right at the 5, so we'll give him 2 on that carry. That'll bring up second and goal for Central Valley. Platooning players in and out now inside the 10-yard line. 14-0. Wildcats lead this one, but the Bears are threatening here late in this quarter with 1:15 left, first period. Abshire again in shotgun, a fullback in there this time as well, and he's lead blocking for brother Zach Abshire, and he runs it in for a touchdown. 4-yard touchdown run.
Zach Abshire with a 5-yard carry for.
So, back, or on the board, I should say, are the Central Valley Bears, and boy, they needed that.
Yeah, they went their strength, which is your passing game, to get them down there. Then they finish it off with a run.
It was a nice mixture of run and pass on that drive. It really was, but penalties helped as well.
Yeah, 40 yards with the penalties against Eastmont. I'm sorry, 20 yards penalties.
Aiden LaBrasse on for the point after try for Central Valley. Kick is up. It looks a little bit right, and I think it did squeeze in there, and it's good. So with 1:06 left to go, first period, it's Eastmont 14 and Central Valley 7. We're back here in 30 seconds. Stay with us.
911, what is the address of your emergency?
Yes, it's me. It's my husband. I think he's had AIDS. Is there something the matter with him?
It was a feeling that I'll never forget, like being able to meet them and know that he survived.
Okay, tell me what's happening. Is he conscious?
No, he's not. He's not.
Okay, take a deep breath for me. I'm getting you help.
Rivercom means to me that I still have my husband here with me. They're the ones that guided me through saving his life.
See if that encourages.
All right, so Central Valley on the board. 8 plays, 80 yards. Took off 2 minutes, 41 seconds off the clock. It was a 4-yard touchdown run by Zach Abshire. The point after by LaBrasse good. And we're at 14-7.
Yeah, let's see if that offensive by Central Valley will settle down the defense a little bit and see if they can make a stop and create their momentum going on offense. But Eastmont has had 2 good drives, though. So
they really have. LaBrasse with the kickoff. Taken by Ruffins. Or I should say Corbin Keys, rather. Had an opening across the 25 and then gets hit hard at about the 26, driven back to the 25. And that's where Eastmont will take over, first down and 10.
Corbin Keys on the kickoff reception for the Wildcats.
Last 2 possessions for Eastmont, Central Valley 44-yard line and the Central Valley 12-yard line. So we'll see if Eastmont can put a drive together here from their own 27. Or I should say 27-yard line. 55 seconds left to go in this opening quarter. It's been a good one. It's been an interesting one, if nothing else. 14-7, Eastmont ahead, which I think would surprise a lot of people. But Eastmont's played tough. We'll see if they can put a drive together here. Gale under center. It looks like Corbin Keys back there. Handoff is Corona on the right side. Has a little bit of room. Gets to the 30 and is drugged down there by Brandon Thomas. About a 3-yard gain on that carry for Ivan Corona. We mentioned it earlier. Started off in spring football as a starting quarterback for Eastmont, but that didn't last too long as Gale came in, I believe, at the second half of that first game even. Corona may have played the entire game. Then it was Gale the rest of the way. Brooks Travato split out far to the left as Gale once again under center. Lots of movement in this offense. Keys, this time the handoff left side. Will he get a block? It might be a hold back there and a beautiful tackle for a loss. That was number 32, Zach McMurdy, one of those highly touted linebackers. And boy, with speed like that, you can sure see why.
Yeah, he got out there. He strung the play out and went out and made a great tackle on it. We do have a penalty against Eastmont. I believe it's holding. Talking with the Central Valley coach to accept it or decline it.
There's a loss of 3 on that play which would take him back to about the original line of scrimmage. So, yeah, he'd be better off. Well, maybe you're going to take the third down with the loss, huh? Yeah, they're going to decline that. So we're going to go with a 3-yard loss for Eastmont, and that brings up third down at 10 for the Wildcats now. Ball back to the original line of scrimmage at the 27-yard line. Just a gorgeous night for football here in North Central Washington. Good crowd on hand, and I got to admit, a great crowd from the Spokane area across the way. That's as good a crowd as we see from a lot of Big 9 schools during the year. I'm pretty impressed with that. All right, that will do it for our first quarter as the clock runs out. Our score, it's been a good one after one period. Eastmont 14 and Central Valley 7. We'll be back with second quarter action on the NCWLIFE Channel right after this.
Are you a take charge kind of person? Consider a career as a health unit coordinator. You'll work to keep health facilities running efficiently by coordinating medical providers, patients, and departments. The Charter College Certificate in Health Unit Coordinator program can get you up to speed on basic patient care, health records management, health and safety procedures, and medical billing. And the 10-month online program includes a computer you keep. Get started at chartercollege.edu, where we work to get you to work.
We are back as the second quarter just underway. Gale scrambles to get away and does. He had a wide open player who dropped the football, and that was Gunnar Peterson, the sophomore, in the flat all by himself. Just took his eye off that football, and that's all it took. The ball fell to the ground, and that'll bring up fourth down.
Yeah, he had the first down for sure, and some yards to gain after that.
Boy, he did. So our first punt of the ball game by either team. No, I guess CV did punt, had that blocked a little bit.
He snapped over his head.
Snapped over his head.
And
Cameron Pope, Mr. Everything kicker on Eastmont, back to punt and back deep to receive this kick, I believe, is Nick Saunders for Central Valley. Good kick by Pope. It sends Saunders back inside his own 35-yard line, and then he gets tripped up at about the 35. Nice play. Nathan Chang, I believe, who's a great special teams player, and he's a little shaken up. But boy, did he make a nice tackle on that play. So the first possession of this second quarter for Central Valley is Chang once again slow to get up. And by the way, the injured player earlier for Eastmont, Bryce Rowe, looked like he left the stadium, Eric. His shoulder was pretty bad shape right down below, so we saw him working on him a little bit. So I doubt we'll see him back here tonight.
No, he's had his pads off. They look like they're going to take care of him for the day and try to get him back next week against Gonzaga Prep.
All right, CV with the football. First time here in the second quarter as we are just underway in quarter number 2. 14-7, Eastmont on top. Central Valley first down at their own 39-yard line. The Abshire brothers in the backfield. Handoff goes to Zach Abshire. Left side breaks a tackle, lowers his shoulders, still on his feet as he crosses the 45 and gets all the way out to the 48-yard line. That's a nice gain of 9 yards on first down for Abshire. He's having a nice half running the football. He's kind of getting into his rhythm too, and maybe the offensive line's getting into their rhythm a little bit now.
Well, yeah, the first game of the year for everybody, so it takes a few hits. You're used to hitting against your buddies in practice. You have guys you don't know across the line from you, and it takes a little while.
Absolutely. 2nd down and 1 for the Bears. Abshire shotgun. Going to pass it. Looking left side, scrambles out of the pocket, and he's going to keep it, runs the left side, and gets the first down and more as he is pushed out at around the Eastmont 47-yard line.
Back out of bounds for the Wildcats, Josh Leonhardt. Luke Abshire was the Central Valley.
So about a 5-yard scamper there, E, on that quarterback keeper.
Yep.
1st down and 10 for Central Valley. Two receivers to the right side. That's the wide side of the field. 2 to the far side. Abshire shotgun. Gets the snap, flushed out of the pocket again, rolls to the right side. I think he's just getting rivet out there. There's good pressure being applied by Tony Lopez of Eastmont. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
This is an important possession, I think, for the Eastmont defense right now. Because Central Valley had a great drive last time. And I think it's important the Eastmont defense hold them and create a little energy on their own on offense.
And build a little confidence, too.
Yeah, I think this is a big defensive series for Eastmont.
It's really a good point. Abshire shotgun again. I don't think he probably ever goes under center in this spread offense. 4 receivers out there again. Handoff to brother Zach. Left side and gets drugged down. I don't even know if he got back to the line of scrimmage. Nice tackle that time for Eastmont. Skylar Bryant into the game, only a sophomore. And Abshire did just manage to get back to the line of scrimmage. 3rd down and 10 now.
Well, he did a great job avoiding that block. Go down making a stop.
It's a pretty good play for a sophomore, that's for sure, playing defensive end over there. All right, big play here. 3rd down and 10, ball at the Eastmont 47. Abshire to pass. Not much pressure. Flags come down. He dumps it off to his brother Zach after about a 3-yard gain, but we might have a hold in the backfield, and we do.
Tackle made by Logan Schneider.
Little screen set up there where the linemen let the defenders kind of come through, and then you screen set up, but I think somebody just grabbed an Eastmont defender there.
Would he go 4th and 7, or you make him go 3rd and 20?
Boy. I'd say a team like this probably 3rd and 20, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
That's exactly what they're going to do. They're going to accept this. That moves the ball back into Central Valley territory, all the way back to the 40-yard line. So this will actually make it 4th and about 23.
It'll be 3rd down again.
Or 3rd and 23, I mean. Ball back at the Wildcat 40-yard line. Yeah, a team with a good quarterback like that and all those dangerous receivers, 4th and 7, seems kind of easy for teams like that at times. So here we go, 3rd down and 23 for the Bears. Abshire back to pass over the middle. The ball was on the money to Gravel, but I don't think he was ready for it, and that was a 1st down and more on that play.
I don't think he's expecting the football, like you just said. It hit him right in the arms. He wasn't ready for it.
That pass was on the money over the middle, and that was a break for Eastmont right there.
Well, good defensive stand for the Eastmont Wildcats.
Really was. Luke Abshire, the quarterback, is also the punter. Back deep is Nathan Chang, Mr. Everything on special teams. High, wobbly kick from Abshire. It bounces at the 30, takes a bit of a bear bounce. And it looks like it's going to be down at about the 23-yard line. So Eastmont will get the ball back here with 9:35 left to go here in the second quarter. 14-7. Eastmont on top, and boy, that was a big stop by the Wildcat defense right there. Helped by that penalty for sure.
It did help by the penalty, but it still is a good, like I said, momentum shift right there. Now maybe see if Eastmont can work the clock down. 9:35 to go in the second quarter. See if they can get about a 6-minute drive and go down and get a score.
Boy, that would be perfect. Gale under center. It looks like Corbin Keys in the backfield. Keys gets the handoff. He's being pushed forward by a couple of linemen, but only a gain of 2 up to the 25-yard line. I'll bring up 2nd down and 8 for Eastmont. I think it's going to be pretty tough to run up the middle unless you have some kind of misdirection or something. But these linemen, these experienced linemen, I don't think they're budging too far.
No. And like you said, the strong linebacker core that they have, they're coming in and filling the holes in a hurry.
Once again, keep your eye on number 28, Brandon Thomas. He's lined up on the right side for Central Valley as a defensive end. 2nd down and 8. Handoff again, straight up the middle, and again, in fact, I don't think there's any gain that time. Big George Sonko, the nose tackle, with the stop there at 265 pounds. I'm going to give him about 2 on that carry. 3rd down and 8 for the Wildcats. And boy, just what you don't want to do is get in an obvious passing situation where they can just kind of feast on you. But Eastmont has done a pretty good job of protecting Gale so far in this first half.
His last 2 passes have been on the money.
They have. Big play right here. 3rd down and 7, and there's movement all over the place, but it may have been Sanko, the nose tackle, who made contact first, and I think it's going to be on Central Valley, and that'll help out the Wildcats' cause. Shorten up this 3rd down play.
Well, Mr. Sanko's 6'2", 265. Once he gets his momentum going, it's pretty hard.
Yeah, he's not stopping anywhere, that's for sure.
No, he's not going to put on the brakes too quick.
So the penalty moves the ball up to the Eastmont 31-yard line, but instead of 3rd and 7 now, 3rd and 2. Corona in motion, stops, goes back to the other side now and takes his place in the slot. Lots, as we mentioned, movement in this Eastmont offense. Corona again, a stutter step. The handoff, though, up the middle and a big hole. I believe it's Ruffins, or is it Corbin Keys? It was Corbin Keys, gets all the way up to the 46-yard line. And that's a 15-yard gain.
Little misdirection, little trap right up the middle.
And the blocking has to be just timed just perfectly, and it was there. Big hole over the middle. That was a huge first down for the Wildcats with about 7.5 minutes now left before halftime.
We had a 3rd and 10 down to 3rd and 2 to a big first down. So,
boy, it's just the importance of penalties, right, E?
Yep.
Corona in motion. He's going to get the handoff this time. Great block on the left side. Corona cuts it back up. He's got room. 35, 30. Middle of the field is all his. He cuts back to the sideline. 10. Touchdown. Wildcats, 54 yards. Corona's 2nd touchdown of the night, and that was a biggie. Boy, great blocking on that left side. Tony Ortega, the guard. Boy, he sealed off that defensive end, and that allowed Corona to make that run, and what a beauty it was.
Well, great play. You pull the guard, you pull the tackle, they come out, they lead your running back. Great couple of blocks on the like you said, on the outside. Corona made a couple of nice moves in there and did enough zigzag to get down in the end zone.
Amazing. All right, Pope on for the extra point try. Corona the holder. 20-7 pending this point after try. Kick is on the way, does just get over, and it's good. 7:09 left to go, 2nd quarter. Eastmont 21, Central Valley 7. We're back to Wildcat Stadium in 30 seconds. Stay with us.
When your heating or cooling system is giving you trouble, call the diagnostic doctor from Dick's Heating and Air Conditioning.
Here's the culprit right here.
All joking aside, when you call Dick's, you're calling 35 years of experience at customer service right here in the Wenatchee Valley. Dick's strongly believes in repairing before replacing, and they service all major brands of HVAC units.
Tonight's broadcast is also brought to you by Biosports Physical Therapy, providing the best environment, most qualified, experienced therapists in all of North Central Washington. You have the right to select your healthcare team. Why wouldn't you choose the best? Choose Biosports. And that drive, by the way, 4 plays, 77 yards, 2 minutes, 24 seconds off the clock, highlighted, of course, by a 54-yard run by Ivan Corona, point after good by Pope, and here we are at 21-7. You brought up a great point about the GSL and if they're a passing or running league, because it seems like they're being fooled by this misdirection of Eastmont's running game. They're having big holes over the middle.
Yeah, and that last running play was there to the side, so I don't know if the Greater Spokane League, they do a lot of pulling the guards, pulling tackles, trapping in the middle, this and that. There's more of a get back in the pocket and see who can throw the ball the furthest. Because right now they don't really have an answer for Eastmont's running attack.
And by the way, Cameron Pope just put it in the end zone again on the kickoff, his second consecutive touchback, and that puts Central Valley in a hole back to their 20-yard line with 7:09 left to go here in this, got to say it, surprising first half. Very impressed with Eastmont. Well-coached team here early in this season. Mike Don's a good coach. That's just all there is to it.
Yeah, he's a good coach. He runs very good, confusing offense for the defense, like you said earlier. Misdirection. Discipline plays.
Because you have to be disciplined to get your timing right. That's all there is to it. All right, Abshire, handoff to brother Zach. Left side, gets tripped up, and then Chang just knocks him to the ground, and I don't think Abshire even got back to the line of scrimmage. No, that's a loss of 1 on the first play from the scrimmage. That'll bring up 2nd down and 11 for the Bears. They are really struggling on offense. They look good at times, but generally so far this first half, it's been a struggle. Abshire will send 3 receivers to his right side. I think we've had 4 receivers just on about on every play so far, with Zach Abshire in the backfield. Here's Luke looking over the middle of the field, getting flushed out, runs back to his left, zings it downfield, and it bounces to the receiver, and that goes incomplete. Good penetration by the line of Eastmont that time. Kind of got Abshire out of his rhythm and forced that errant pass, and that brings up 3rd down and 11 now.
That's 3 straight incompletions for Mr. Abshire, too. So Eastmont defense is doing the job, putting pressure on him and covering the receivers.
Central Valley just can't really get anything going so far on offense, especially here in the second quarter. Their first play in the second quarter was a 9-yard pickup, and since then it's been nothing. Abshire shotgun, a little bit of a low snap, has an open receiver, Saunders, but right there, Nick Chang. Nathan Chang, I should say, who's really a good defender, and he drops him at about the 22-yard line. That'll be a gain of 4. And 4th down and 9, and the punting unit on for Central Valley. But always keep in mind that the quarterback, Luke Abshire, is also the punter, and that adds a little bit of a dimension to it, too.
I don't see him doing anything this
Not
far.
from here, no.
But good point, though.
Nobody back for Eastmont to return this punt. Abshire, nice kick. As I mentioned, nobody to return this, and it gets a nice Central Valley roll, just spins down inside the 30, down to the 26-yard line. So tell me why Eastmont wouldn't have anybody back that time, E. Why wouldn't they do that?
Probably didn't want any mistakes. They knew they're going to get good field position anyway. And I don't think they were worried about the fake. Just wanted to make sure that they didn't fumble the catch or make a mistake there. They knew they were going to get good field position.
Well, they've got it at their own 27-yard line. Plenty of time to come down to the field and score. 5 minutes, 29 seconds left to go before halftime. So, boy, if Eastmont could put something together here, they would have a lot of momentum going into that halftime locker room. We've got some confusion as Coach Don is furious with his offensive coaches. I don't think the right personnel were out there, and he was forced to call a timeout. I do want to mention that our broadcast tonight is also Brought to you by our good friends at Charter College. They work to get you to work. Find out about open enrollment today online at chartercollege.edu. And by Confluence Health, high-quality care close to home. Confluence Health is dedicated to improving our patients' health with safe, high-quality care in 12 communities. So a quick timeout for the Wildcats, get the right personnel out there. And this is a pretty big drive, not only for Eastmont. They'd love to get some more points, but boy, Central Valley needs a stop here.
Yeah, their defense needs to come up with a couple of, at least stop this drive just to get a little momentum on their own, because right now, Eastmont is control of this game right now.
Gale lines up under center. I don't think he's been in shotgun yet this half. With 5:29 left to go in the second quarter, ball is batted down at the line of scrimmage. Kind of a telegraphed play that time. And that goes incomplete, bringing up second down. So once again, the Central Valley Bears ranked number 9 in the preseason poll. Gonzaga Prep 4th, and the only other Eastern Washington school in here is Chiawana with the dreaded others receiving votes category.
Yes.
Doesn't mean too much right now. Central Valley losing this one on the road to the Eastmont Wildcats, 21-7. Eastmont a second down and 10. Ball is handed off up the middle in a big hole again. And a run past the 40, almost up to the 45-yard line. That time, Gunnar Peterson once again. About 17 yards on that carry.
Yep. And a few missed tackles.
There were.
Central Valley had about 3 missed tackles in that play. And one of them was from that linebacker number. Yeah, so I'm surprised that Central Valley's not tackling a little better right now.
We've got another Wildcat down. Can't catch a number here. You might be able to see it. Looks like it might be a cramp, though, too, working on that right calf, lower leg. It was a warm night out earlier.
It's like number 61.
And that would be Andrew Son, the 5'9", 230-pound junior. Working on that right calf muscle, and I think it's probably a cramp. Let's hope it's that. As the clock is stopped with 5:17 left to go second quarter. Wildcats put together a 4-play, 77-yard drive on their last possession, a 54-yard touchdown run by Ivan Corona, and we're at 21-7. Eastmont broke the huddle like they're ready to play, and their teammate still on the turf. As Corona comes out now to help his teammate off the field. I really think that's a cramp, and let's hope it is.
Yeah, it looks like they were stretching at the very beginning. The guy was
not unusual for an early game in the season either to get a cramp.
And a warm evening. And
it was. First and 10 now for Eastmont. The ball is at their own 44-yard line, trying to put together a drive here before halftime. Gale, handoff up the middle, another nice run. Gunnar Peterson all the way up to the 50-yard line. That's a 6-yard run. And boy, that offensive line for Eastmont doing one heck of a job here so far in this first half. We're talking about Gail Gonzalez, Tony Ortega, Alex Dufour, Connor Praser, and Andrew Son just doing an outstanding job.
They're definitely creating holes for the running backs, and I'm surprised it's this easy.
And that does open things up if you do want to throw one downfield, too.
Yes, it does, because they do play action is what they're passing her on, I believe.
Which is, I believe, the best play in offense.
Right.
2nd and 4, handoff, this time inside, and it's Austin Ruffin still on his feet. Still going across the 40 and finally gets knocked down at the 40-yard line. Gain of 9 on that carry for Ruffins. What a tough run.
Yeah, he's taking players with him, wasn't he?
He sure was. Boy, Central Valley's defense looks tired out there right now. Hands on hips, not moving very fast over there. I think they're a little bit surprised by what's going on right now.
And they're missed tackles.
A lot of them.
Yeah, they're not tackling as well as the number 9 team in the state should be tackling.
1st and 10 as the Wildcats keep this drive going. 4:09 now left to go before halftime. And we've got a whistle was roughings in motion, and this will be a procedure against Eastmont. So that'll take the Wildcats back just to about the 45-yard line and bring up first down and 15.
First and 15, Wildcats.
We mentioned earlier that the Wildcats hitting the road next week to take on a very tough team in the Gonzaga prep football team, and they are tough. And we'll see how that goes next week, but a very tough non-league schedule for the Wildcats, to say the least. All right, first down, 15. Ruffins in motion, and another flag comes in. Is this going to be on the offense? This is encroachment on the defense.
Yeah. Zach McMurdy kind of jumped line early and got across line of scrimmage, and not like college where you can get back, before the snap. Once you cross, it's a penalty. So got that 5 yards back.
So we're back to where we started. First down and 10 from about the 40-yard line. Jackson West in the lineup now, a sophomore, split out to the right side. Gale once again under center with Corbin Keys behind him. Handoff. Is it Peterson or Keys? Not much there, about 2 yards on that carry. I believe it was Peterson. It is. That'll bring up second down and 8 for the Wildcats. Ball inside Central Valley's 40-yard line at the 38.
Yeah, it was a big tackle there by Trevor Gravel. He put a stop to that play in a hurry.
Linebackers can really move back there, no doubt about it. Under 3 minutes now left to go in this second quarter. 2:50 on the clock. Eastmont on top, 21-7. Gale with Keys in motion is going to put this one in the air and gets a little bit of a push for that defensive back, and that is going to be called. That was pretty obvious, the push from Justin Finn on the intended receiver. I think it was Logan Schneider, the intended receiver, and that's going to be an interference call. That'll help the Wildcats' cause, too, as we get close to 2.5 minutes left before halftime. And the ball was kind of a lame duck up there in the air, really. I don't think Finn would have had to do that, just get a little better position and knock it down. But
yeah, he didn't have to go through his back to get it.
Right in front of the official besides, which doesn't help your cause. A big first down now for Eastmont after that penalty. The officials walking off the penalty yards here, and I think it'll be placed right there at the 23. Big help for the Wildcats here as a first down and 10 now at the Central Valley 23-yard line. Gale surveys the defense. Ruffins in motion, handoffs to Peterson up the middle again, getting a lot of work here in this first half, and gets just across the 20. We'll give him the 20 and a 3-yard gain. Clock continues to move. That's exactly what the Wildcats want here to end this half. And Pope's a good kicker. If you don't happen to get it in the end zone, he's got a pretty good leg, so... And speaking of that, Coach Butner said his kicker, we talked about it earlier, Aiden LaBrosse consistently makes field goals from 40 to 45 yards. So
wow, got two good kickers tonight.
I guess. Handoff this time. It's Peterson again as that big offensive line just push bears backwards, and that goes to the 15-yard line. That'll be a nice gain of 5 yards for Gunnar Peterson. Boy, he's been the workhorse here in this first half, the sophomore.
That's his 8th carry of the game already.
Wow. Big third down coming up, 3rd down and 2. The ball right at the Central Valley 15-yard line. Eastmont looking for more points here, already leading it 21-7. There's the handoff, stutter step by Peterson. I don't know if he got there. I think he's really close. Needed about 2.5 yards, and I think he might have got that. Don't you, E?
Yeah, I think he picked up.
It's really close.
Picked up 3.
Rodney Burnett on the tackle for Central Valley.
And they are going to give him the first down, it looks like. Haven't seen the official call yet, but now they're moving the chains, so. Boy, that was a big one right there. The ball at the 13-yard line now. You can run that clock down, 1:03 and moving. Eastmont trying to get some more points on the board here before halftime. Ruffins in motion. There's Peterson again. Boy, got knocked back that time. A host of Central Valley Bears in on that stop, and mostly those linebackers all right there.
Yeah, they weren't having any of that play at all.
1 yard for Peterson on that carry. Brings up 2nd down and 8. Clock moving now. 30 seconds left to go before halftime. Now 24 seconds. Ruffins in motion. He's going to get the handoff this time. Left side. Cuts back up into the end zone. Did he get there? Touchdown, Wildcats. 11 yards for Austin Ruffins. They couldn't have done that any better, E. Just what you want before halftime.
Yes. Run. Eat up clock. Get a bucket. Get a touchdown out of it.
Right. So Pope will be on for the extra point try in this 27-7 ball game. A shocker here at Wildcat Stadium, got to say it. 16.6 seconds left. That was an impressive drive, about little over 5 minutes on that drive for Eastmont. Here's the kick by Pope. Looked like it might have been blocked at the line of scrimmage a little bit, and it's no good. So our score with 16 seconds left is Eastmont 27 and Central Valley 7. Once again, a 30-second break. We'll be right back.
Let's face it, selling your good used vehicle can be a hassle, if nothing else. Consign your vehicle here at Global Elite Motors. When you do, you'll get the best possible price because of our proprietary selling system. We offer the ability to finance, add warranties, take trade-ins, and much, much more. Each consignment vehicle we represent is thoroughly inspected and marketed to attract qualified buyers. Let us help sell your quality vehicle. Buying a vehicle? Consigning a vehicle? Stop by Global Elite Motors on Wenatchee Avenue at Global Car Care.
That drive for Eastmont, 10 plays, 73 yards, took off 5 minutes and 13 seconds off the clock, highlighted by an 11-yard Austin Ruffins touchdown run. The point after attempt, no good, and that's where we sit right now. Eastmont 27 and Central Valley 7. As Pope is on to kick. Justin Finn and Nick Saunders, the deep men, back for Central Valley. In a little bit of shock right now. Boy, they've got to be. Another beautiful, booming kick from Pope, his 3rd touchback here in this first half. How about Pope?
That's a weapon to have, to be able to kick in the end zone.
It really is.
Have your defense, the other team's offense start on the 20-yard line.
So 16 seconds. I'm guessing Central Valley's not going to do anything too crazy here. It's already a 20-point game. But you never know.
No.
You got a quarterback that can wing it down the field. Take your chances maybe on a penalty and get some field position.
Right. Eastmont's looking for it. They got 3 linemen rushing and 8 in back. So I think they're also thinking pass.
Abshire, as he's been the entire first half, shotgun. They're just going to hand it off to Zach Abshire. Gets stood up and hit by Logan Schneider at about the 28-yard line. And when that happens, you're not going anywhere after that. It was about a 6-yard run for Abshire, and the clock shows 0, and that is our halftime. So at the break, it's been a good one for the home team. Eastmont 27 and Central Valley out of Spokane 7. Our halftime show with stats and much more coming your way on the NCWLIFE Channel in 2 minutes. Keep it right here.
Hello, my name is Brian Brett, the Fire Chief for Chelan County Fire District 1, and I just wanted to talk about how amazing our Rivercom team is. They are intentional, purposeful, and skillful in everything they do, and they are the best at what they do. How they prepare, how they handle the caller, how they coordinate the emergency services, and how they push themselves to be the best. This is the kind of spirit that our Rivercom telecommunicators have. Our community needs you, we need you, we admire you, you're our lifeline.
When the people you serve are your friends and family, you see the world a bit differently. You understand that your survival depends on the health and strength of your relationships. Your word is your reputation, and that doing the right thing is the only way of life that matters. At Confluence Health, we remain humble. Trust is a gift that is earned, a privilege, an honor. And we remain grateful for the trust you place in our hands.
When your heating or cooling system is giving you trouble, call the diagnostic doctor from Dick's Heating and Air Conditioning.
Here's the culprit right here.
All joking aside, when you call Dick's, you're calling 35 years of experience at customer service right here in the Wenatchee Valley. Dick's strongly believes in repairing before replacing, and they service all major brands of HVAC units.
Are you dealing with a pest or weed issue and you just don't know what to do?
We use the best pest control methods approved for areas with kids and pets.
Whether it's rats, mice, ants, or spiders,
or something else altogether. We provide the coaching and solutions you're looking for.
And you can know that your dollars are supporting a local, family-owned and operated business.
Allow us to help you get back to living healthy and pest-free. Harvest Valley Pest Control.
For all the latest news in North Central Washington, go to ncwlife.com or find us on Facebook. Got a news tip? Email us at news@ncwlife.com or call 888-2020. We're back at Wildcat Stadium on the campus of Eastmont High School, where the Eastmont Wildcats, in a bit of a shocker, lead the Central Valley Bears by a halftime score of 27-7. I'm Grant Olson, along with Eric Kuntz, and I don't know how else to put this. This is a surprise here in this first half. Highly touted team from the GSL, Central Valley, 9th ranked in the state preseason, and it's been a dominating first half for Eastmont.
Yeah, Eastmont's come right in here, and they have just hit them in the mouth. Central Valley's having a hard time stopping the run. Luke Gill hasn't thrown much, but when he has, it's been effective. Everything is off the run right now. Their defense is playing just good enough to confuse the Central Valley offense, and I am surprised that Central Valley hasn't done more on offense.
Well, I'm surprised they really didn't air it out more in that second quarter. They were down by 2 touchdowns at that point already, and then they just kind of stayed with the run and those short passes, and it's been good defense by Eastmont, too. The rush has been there. The coverage has been there. They've just played an all-around really good first half.
Yeah, this has been exactly what Coach Dons has probably wanted in the first half. Control the ball on offense, play defense to keep the other team out of a good rhythm, and take advantage of their other team's mistakes, which they have. And Eastmont shows that by having a 20-point lead at halftime.
And boy, Coach Don is so confident in that run game. He knows his offensive linemen. They've been there for a long time. The timing has been perfect on the misdirection for Eastmont. And I think that Central Valley's really surprised by Eastmont's running game.
And I think one thing I notice is they're having most of their success on offense running the ball on quick snaps. They don't do a long count. They get up there, they go set, go, and they get the running play right quick, and it gives the offense the advantage knowing what they're doing over the defense. I don't think Central Valley, they're expecting the longer count, and I think the quick counts Eastmont's doing is catching Central Valley off guard. And obviously it's working for Eastmont.
And I also think, Eric, that the way the game started for Central Valley, a fumble on their first possession, their second possession, the first play was intercepted by Logan Schneider, and then a punt, a snap that went over Abshire's head and ended up being blocked, gave Eastmont great field position. I think they were a little bit shocked by the start of this game.
Yeah, and and Eastmont scored on that very first play they scored there. So Eastmont scored 14 points in about 10 seconds of football action, maybe 12 seconds
they really
of football
did.
action. They scored 14 points, and that really got Eastmont going.
Well, here's how the scoring went in that first half. Second possession of the night, Eastmont, 5 plays, 44 yards, took 2 minutes, 57 seconds off the clock. A 13-yard touchdown run by Gunnar Peterson, point after by Pope Good, and Eastmont led it 7-0. The very next possession, another touchdown after that botched punt attempt. 1 play, 12 yards, 8 seconds off the clock. Ivan Corona, the touchdown there, point after Good, and that made it 14-0. And then Central Valley got on the board. They put together an 8-play, 80-yard drive, took off 2 minutes, 41 seconds off the clock. It was a 4-yard touchdown run by Zach Abshire. That kick was good, and at that time, the score 14-7. But to start the second quarter, second possession of the second quarter, Eastmont gets on the board again. Ivan Corona, a 54-yard touchdown run. It was a 4-play, 77-yard drive. Took 2 minutes, 24 seconds off the clock. Kicked good, and that made it 21-7. 3 and out then after that for Central Valley. Eastmont gets the ball back right before halftime with 5:29 left on the clock, and they go down 10 plays, 73 yards. They took 5 minutes and 13 seconds of that 5:29 off the halftime clock, or the clock in the second quarter. Point after, partially blocked, no good. And that's where we stand now at the half. Eastmont 27 and Central Valley 7. We'll take another 2-minute timeout. We'll come back, and Eric Kuntz will have our halftime stats right after this.
When you call Dick's Heating and Air Conditioning, you're calling on 35-plus years of experience in the Wenatchee Valley. Spending extra time in your home, you may have discovered an unwanted aroma. Stinky feet, pets, who knows what. Call Dick's today about installing their Train Clean Effects electronic air cleaner or a Rheem Halo ultraviolet air purifier. Either way, the air quality in your home will be improved. Proudly servicing all of North Central Washington, call 884-6444 today.
Come on, I'm a certified technician. I was trained to take good care of you.
9. I've only been to the dealer.
I've been coming here for years. These guys are great.
Look around. The BMW, the Jag, the Volvo, they're all waiting for regular service. Well, the BMW has a little computer issue, but that's nothing we can't handle. Come on in.
From regular maintenance to computer troubleshooting, trust the Global Car Care technicians with your import, diesel-powered, or domestic vehicle. Global Car Care. They speak your car's language.
Dankeschön.
Yes, we would all love to have a crystal ball to tell us precisely where the local economy and real estate market is headed in 2021 and in the near future. However, what we do have here at NCWLIFE Channel are local experts we connect with every week to give us the inside scoop on all you need to know about your home and our local real estate market. Join me each week while we find out what's happening in the greater Wenatchee Valley. I'm your host, Crystal Hughes, and you are watching At Home with NCWLIFE.
Grant Olson and Eric Kuntz back at Wildcat Stadium, where our halftime score is Eastmont 27 and Central Valley of Spokane 7. Tonight's broadcast is also brought to you by Dick's Heating and Air Conditioning. They provide heating and air conditioning service and installation, and they've been doing it since 1982. Serving residential and commercial, they specialize in indoor air quality. And also brought to you by Global Car Care. Your vehicle is their number one priority. Diesels and European cars are their specialty. Pickup and drop-off is available. Stop by their website at globalcarcare.net. Time now to take a look at our halftime stats, and let's turn it over now to Eric Kuntz.
Well, thank you, Grant. Of course, when I do stats, everything is unofficial.
Let's just get that out there.
Yeah, I just want that known to the public right now. It's unofficial. If you want official, you have to go somewhere else. So, no, we're in Eastmont, according to my stats, which are pretty close. They've got 21 carries for 172 yards. Corona has 3 carries for 69 yards, 2 TDs. Ruffins has 3 carries for 36 yards and a TD. Mr. Peterson has 10 carries, 53 yards, and a touchdown. Mr. Keys has 4 for 16 yards. Throwing the ball, Mr. Gale has got 2 receptions for 5 yards. 2 out of 5 for 25 yards. Right. And Mr. Ruffins got 1 catch for 18 yards, and Travato has a catch for 7 yards. Central Valley, which really shocks me, their quarterback has got 11 passes, 6 receptions, and 1 interception for only 41 yards. Saunders is their big receiver. He's got 3 for 31 yards. Zach Absher has got 11 carries for only 38 yards.
Wow.
Fan has got 1 for 20 yards for total, and Luke's got 1 for 6 for a total of 66 yards rushing for Central Valley. So obviously all the offensive stats leading towards Eastmont right now. What impresses me the most is the 21 carries for 172 yards.
That has been dominating. I think that's really what has taken Central Valley by surprise here tonight. I do, the Eastmont running game and how well, I guess, Eastmont's defense has played against this vaunted passing attack. It sure hasn't been vaunted so far in this first half. We have seen Abshire have his moments. There's no doubt about that. He's got an unbelievably strong arm, but boy, the defense of Eastmont has played really tough.
Well, I think the defensive coordinator is calling an awesome game right now. He's taken away the running game by having linemen up front early in the count. Early downs, and the later counts in the passing downs, he rushes 3, drops 8. So the defensive coordinator is doing a great job of putting his guys in the right places to be successful.
All right, we will take another 2-minute timeout. We'll come back with more as our halftime show continues on the NCWLIFE Channel right after this.
When the people you serve are your friends and family, you see the world a bit differently. You understand that your survival depends on the health and strength of your relationships. Your word is your reputation, and that doing the right thing is the only way of life that matters. At Confluence Health, we remain humble. Trust is a gift that is earned, a privilege, an honor. And we remain grateful for the trust you place in our hands.
Are you dealing with a pest or weed issue and you just don't know what to do?
We use the best pest control methods approved for areas with kids and pets.
Whether it's rats, mice, ants, or spiders,
or something else altogether, we provide the coaching and solutions you're looking for.
And you can know that your dollars are supporting a local, family-owned and operated business.
Allow us to help you get back to living healthy and pest-free. Harvest Valley Pest Control.
You love to help others. You need a solid career. You can have it all with help from Charter College. Our 10-month medical assistant program prepares you to work in healthcare settings like physician offices, rehab centers, and clinics. You'll learn to take patient vitals, assist with exams, administer injections, and maintain medical records. When you're ready to launch a rewarding healthcare career, visit chartercollege.edu because we work to get you to work.
Think premium can't be capable? Think again. Introducing the first ever AT4 lineup. premium, and capable. That's professional grade from GMC.
Hi, everybody. In North Central Washington, I'm Dan Kuntz, and I do the honors each and every weekday morning at 7 a.m. to bring you live local news, local weather, local sports. It's called Wake Up Wenatchee Valley. It's a fun show. I enjoy doing it. I invite you to watch it. It's Monday through Friday at 7 a.m. live right here on the NCWLIFE Channel. I interview movers and shakers. We have a good time. Start your day live and local. Wake Up Wenatchee Valley right here with yours truly on the NCWLIFE Channel.
For all the latest news in North Central Washington, go to ncwlife.com or find us on Facebook. Got a news tip? Email us at news@ncwlife.com or call 888-2020. Tonight's broadcast on the NCWLIFE Channel is also brought to you by Harvest Valley Pest Control, your local North Central Washington pest control expert, serving Wenatchee, Chelan, Leavenworth, Quincy, Moses Lake, Ephrata, and everywhere in between. Give them a call at 509-797-0090. And by our friends at Rivercom 911, now hiring telecommunicators. Learn more online at rivercom911.org. What would a career at Rivercom 911 mean to you? And finally, our friends at Sangster Motors. Thank you. The American Challenge is on at Sangster Motors, home of the all-new Yukon SUV. Coming up for Eastmont on the schedule after tonight. Next game is at Gonzaga Prep. That's on September 10th, rather. And then Eastmont home for 2 in a row. A Lewis and Clark team from the Spokane League also comes to town. That's on the 17th of September. And then Eastmont hosts the Bridge of Sportsmanship game this year between the Wenatchee Panthers and the Eastmont Wildcats. Mark the date on your calendar, September 24th. And then as we get into October, Eastmont travels to Eisenhower, hosts Moses Lake on October 8th, goes to Hanford on the 15th. At Sunnyside, October 22nd, has Davis right here at home on the 29th. And Eastmont will finish out this season on the road November 5th at West Valley. And I think, by the way Eastmont looks tonight, they have a good chance of winning the Big Nine title again for the third time in a row.
Yeah, right now they look unstoppable.
Oh, boy. Once again, you talked about it, the total yards, I believe 70-something for Central Valley and 197 for Eastmont in the first half. Am I correct on that?
Yep.
Yeah, I think 79 yards for Central Valley, 197 for Eastmont. That's pretty much a dominating performance. There's no doubt about that.
Yeah, I was talking to Mr. Granstrom here at halftime, and he mentioned to me, and it makes total sense, that it's hard for Central Valley to prep. You can't prep for this type of offense, for this option offense that Eastmont's running. You can't prep for that in practice. So I think they're very shocked what's going on out here, that they can't stop Eastmont's running. And the fact that Eastmont's going on the quick count, getting Central Valley off guard. So that was a great point by Mr. Granstrom.
And plus, Eastmont can prepare a little bit better for a spread offense. If you know a team's playing a spread offense, then you can prepare for that in some ways, where you can't in the misdirection running game. And that's a great point. It really is.
Yeah, and also the fact that, I stated earlier, first, second down, Eastmont kind of loads the box with a run, and third down, they back up and rush 3 and drop 8 and prepare for the pass. So it's a great offensive game plan so far and a great defensive game plan for Eastmont.
And, this thing really could have fallen apart on Eastmont. They fumbled the opening kickoff, which gave Central Valley great field position, held them on that, and then, they got a fumble of their own, and then yeah, that was a big break for Eastmont. They could have kind of folded the tent there, but they didn't. The East defense came through.
Yeah, and then Logan with that interception in the second possession for
that was such an athletic play too, wasn't it?
Yeah. Then the bad snap. Everything went wrong for Central Valley in the first 3 or 4 possessions.
So what's the key for Eastmont here in the second half?
Do what you've been doing. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Just keep running the ball. Keep Central Valley guessing. Keep doing what you're doing. I think what Central Valley is going to do, I think they're going to come out and they're going to do quick passes. They're going to do a quick snap, get the ball, get it out to their playmakers, and try to create a little thing on offense. They got to get something going on offense. Obviously, the running game's not there, so they're going to, I think, quick passes out to the flats, quick little slants, especially the first or second downs when Eastmont might be low in the box for the run.
Because I think this is a situation for Central Valley where you can't just say, okay, we're going to stick to the game plan here in the second half. You're down by 20, and your defense hasn't really shown that they can stop this running game of Eastmont. So I think you got to do a little bit more than what your plan was at this point. I think they're going to put the ball up in the air a lot more here in the second half.
And I think they had a little chat about tackling a little better.
That's a good point, too.
I think Central Valley had a lot of missed tackles that led to bigger plays for Eastmont.
So Cameron Pope, who has just been having a whale of a first half, had 3 touchbacks in that first half, is set to kick off to Central Valley. The Bears will get the ball first here in the second half. Great to have you along on the NCWLIFE Channel, our first game of our long fall football schedule, and we are very excited to be back on time again with football. Boy, let's just hope this continues through the rest of this fall.
Yeah, this is when football's supposed to be played, right here.
Boy, it is. It just seemed weird in the spring, didn't it?
Yes, it did.
All right, Pope will be kicking off. Once again, Nick Saunders and Justin Finn deep for Central Valley. And look at that kick again by Pope. Another touchback. And Central Valley will once again begin at their own 20-yard line. What a weapon that is.
Yep.
I remember a kicker a while ago for Wenatchee. I think it was when the Seal Bees maybe were playing. Angel Guerra. Remember him?
Oh, yeah.
Amazing kicker.
Yes.
Everything was a touchback, wasn't it?
I don't even think the defense got out there. I think he's
probably one of the best kickers I've ever watched.
Yeah,
amazing.
He was amazing.
All right, Central Valley taking the field, and their highly touted quarterback, Luke Abshire, the 6'2", 180-pound senior. Boy, has struggled here in the first half on the road at Eastmont. Here's the snap. Going to hand the ball off, and they're steady as they go here in this first play. Zach Abshire, and I don't even know if he got back to the line of scrimmage. I think they're going to mark him just a little bit shorter, maybe give him the line. We'll call it no gain on that play. So it'll bring up second down and 10 for Central Valley. Ball remains at the Eastmont 20-yard line. So many weapons on the wide receiver core for Central Valley. Can Abshire get it to him? Handoff again is to his brother, Zach, and nothing doing once again. Logan Schneider up from his outside linebacker position to make the stop, and once again right at the line of scrimmage.
That surprises me. I really thought they'd come out and kind of open it up a little bit.
Boy, Logan Schneider, what a game already. We're just into the second half.
Can you imagine those little family football games between him and his brother?
I saw his brother Devin earlier tonight.
Yeah, I talked to him, shook his
hand. Looks like he could still play, too.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
All right, third down at 10 now. Ball at the Eastmont 20. Abshire's got to put it up here. He goes left, and he has a receiver open. He has the first down. It's Saunders as he gets across the 30 to the 32-yard line, or 31, a gain of 11. And that is just enough for a Central Valley first down, and I got to say it, a much-needed Central Valley first down here. Might have a player shaken up on the far side of the field.
I believe that is Saunders.
It is Saunders.
And they're looking at his ankle, I believe.
5'10", 170-pound senior. And boy, what a loss this would be. This kid was one of the best receivers in the GSL, and he's just sliding off the playing field now. I think he's been pretty much the leading receiver, too, hasn't he, in this game?
Yeah, that's his fourth reception.
Right.
The other two have... There's only two other guys that have caught the ball.
So Central Valley lines up, first down and 10. The ball is at the Eastmont 32-yard line. Justin Finn, another speedster, far side on the right. Here's Abshire back to pass. Under pressure, screen is set up nicely, and a nice tackle at the 35-yard line. You're going to mark him down at the 37, but that saved another 5 yards at least. And a good stop by Apollo Mora. So about 7 yards on that carry. 37-yard line, 2nd and 5. Nice play, slant pass over the middle on the money. Abshire out to the 50-yard line, and that's an easy 13-yard pickup there as Central Valley now gaining a little bit of momentum here early in this third quarter.
Yeah, they're going to their strength right now, which
They
is
are
throwing the ball.
I think they wanted to see if maybe the run could work, and when they found out it didn't, okay, back to the pass. 1st and 10. Now they're going to go back to the run, and Abshire, Zach gets nailed at the 42-yard line. Once again, that's Mora with that initial shot, and Abshire is down. He might have a cramp, too. I saw him grab his calf right away, his right calf. And Abshire is down on the turf here at Eastmont.
Yeah, that's kind of the old cramp stretch right
It
there.
is, it really is. Not uncommon for the first game, and as we talked about, close to 80 degrees for a high temperature today, so it was still fairly warm at game time. And we'll take a quick timeout. Our score with 9:15 left in the third quarter. Eastmont 27, Central Valley 7. We're back here in 30 seconds. Please stay with us.
Are you a take charge kind of person? Consider a career as a health unit coordinator. You'll work to keep health facilities running efficiently by coordinating medical providers, patients, and departments. The Charter College Certificate in Health Unit Coordinator program can get you up to speed on basic patient care, health records management, health and safety procedures, and medical billing. And the 10-month online program includes a computer you keep. Get started at chartercollege.edu, where we work to get you to work.
So good news, running back Zach Abshire did go off the field under his own power. Still limping a little bit. Those cramps hurt, but he did make it off under his own power. So 2nd down and 1 now for Central Valley. Ball at the Eastmont 42-yard line. Abshire shotgun. Handoff, right side, big hole. Lowers his shoulder over the 35 down to the 31-yard line. Let's see, that was number 44, I believe. Or 34, rather. Josh Hansen, a senior running back. And a nice gain of about 8 there. 1st down and 10 for Central Valley. Got a nice drive going now. It's the 7th play of this drive with 8:35 left in the third quarter. Fake handoff, over the middle pass, and it was on the money once again to Gravel. But in and out of his arms. Might have had just a little too much on that one, E.
Yeah.
Boy, he's got those slants down, though, doesn't he?
Yeah, and Gravel's got to get his hands ready. That's 2 passes that...
Boy, the one in the first half would have been a big gainer that he dropped,
he
too.
hit him right in the arms. He wasn't ready for it. And this one here might have been thrown a little hard. But still, he had to get his hands up and get ready for that
You got
catch.
a quarterback that can throw it like this. You better be ready to catch the football.
And I'm sure in practice and during the summer, they did a lot of those plays, and he threw them hard, too. So
right.
They really don't have any excuse.
Clock stopped now, 2nd and 10, 8.5 minutes left to go, third quarter. Abshire's going to keep it. Quarterback keeper left side. Nice call on that play. He gets drug out of bounds at about the 20-yard line. But that's a gain of about 12 on that quarterback keeper for Luke Abshire. I like that call there when Eastmont kind of caught off guard.
Yeah, it kind of fooled the Wildcats on that one.
Another big 1st down for Central Valley. Nice drive going here, approaching 4 minutes on this drive for the Bears. Abshire again, shotgun. Fake handoff. The ball is tipped and almost picked off. Just tipped at the line of scrimmage. And with his hands almost there is Graydon Schneider, the sophomore.
Kind of overworking that slant a little bit, in my opinion. You know, there's too many defenders in the middle of the field in a slant like that.
No, that's a good point, too. They are kind of working that middle of the field. Another Schneider, Graydon Schneider, a sophomore. And I'm sure another great athlete, too. 2nd down and 10 now. Clock stopped on the incompletion. Handoff up the middle and another hole over the right side. Inside the 20 down to the 18-yard line. I should say inside the 15 to the 13-yard line. That's a gain of about 7 once again.
That carry inside the 15 to near the 13.
Once again, the running back into the game is Josh Hansen, the senior. He took over for Zach Abshire, the junior starter that came off with a cramp. 3rd down, 3 now. Bears. Ball at the Eastmont 13. Here's the handoff. Hansen, and he gets driven backwards by Hunter Moore, the inside linebacker. And that'll be no gain.
Yeah. Mr. Moore filled that hole in a hurry.
Good size linebacker, too. 5'11", 225-pounder. Here's 4th down, and Central Valley really no choice here, but to go for it on 4th down and 3. Abshire, all kinds of room on the right side, and he does get down to the 10, and that is going to be very, very close to a 1st down. I mean, very close. I don't know if he got there or not.
Depends on the spot.
Got about 3 yards, 2 yards, needed 3. That's Eastmont football. How about that? The defense comes up huge once again. And that was a 4-minute and 42-second drive by Central Valley.
Yeah,
11 plays and come up with nothing.
I was surprised that they were packed in like that. I thought they'd go wide and then run the ball. We had more defenders out wide than all.
And maybe Abshire just waited a little bit too long. He didn't quite take off right away.
Right.
He might have got that extra yard they needed. But, boy, how big is this for the Wildcats now? They have the ball at their own 10-yard line. 1st down and 10 with 7:08 left to go 3rd quarter, and the Wildcats up by 20. Gale under center. We had some movement before that snap. Austin Ruffins was in motion from his slot position. Most likely probably a procedure again, I would think, But you never know. Nope, it's on the defense.
Offsides, maybe.
Helps out the Wildcat cause. Brings up 1st down and 5 now instead of 1st and 10. Brings the ball out to the 15-yard line. Pretty quick move in 3rd quarter here with 7:02 left. Eastmont with that surprising 27-7 lead right now over the Central Valley Bears of Spokane. 1st and 5. Ruffins motion. Gale back to pass. Looks sideline. Has a receiver there. A little bit of pushing and shoving, and it's caught by Travato at the 40-yard line. 25-yard gain on that play. The pass from Gale to Travato. And that gets you out of a hole in a big hurry all the way out to their own 40-yard line.
Yeah, it was a great throw. It was on the wide side of the field. He threw it up there and let Travato go get it.
On that outside shoulder.
Yep.
And the Wildcats in business once again on offense. Ruffins motion, handoff. It's up the middle. Nothing doing for Gunnar Peterson that time as one of those fantastic linebackers, Trevor Gravel again on the stop. 6'2", 215-pound senior. Gain of about a half yard on that play for Peterson. Gunnar Peterson, he's a good young runner, isn't he?
Yes, he is.
Really, it was impressive last year as a freshman. You know, I keep saying last year. It was last spring, so it was actually this year.
I know.
All right, 2nd down and 9, Eastmont. Ball just outside their own 40-yard line. Gale hands off up the middle again, and this time nothing doing for Corbin Keys, who's been kind of quiet tonight. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it for Keys. As Central Valley might be wise.
The defensive coach for Central Valley said, stay home.
Right.
Don't chase that lineman when he pulls. Stay home.
And, boy, the linebackers are so good. They're going to catch on eventually. Here we go. 3rd down and 9 now for Eastmont. Ball at the 41-yard line. 5:10 left to go here, 3rd quarter. Corona in motion.
Fumble.
The ball is fumbled, and it's picked up by Central Valley right at the 40-yard line. That was a bad snap all the way around. Zach McMurdy comes up with the fumble. And that's the second turnover now on the Wildcats here tonight as they give it back to Central Valley with really good field position. 5:03 left to go now, third quarter. Eastmont defense asked to step it up here once again. Boy, they've answered that call pretty much all night long.
Looks like Saunders is back in for Central Valley.
3 receivers split out left side, 1 to the right. Also back in there is the running back, Zach Abshire. Here's Luke, back to pass. Beautiful spiral down the middle of the field. Touchdown, 40 yards from Abshire to Hudson Dayton. Wow, just like that. Touchdown for Central Valley.
Yeah, that same play was open earlier in the first half, and they missed it, but they didn't miss this one.
Boy, that ball was beautifully thrown down the middle of the field. One play on that possession, and that's how you get back into a game. On for the extra point is Aiden LaBrosse. There's the snap. The hold is down. The kick is up, and the kick is good. 4:56 now left to go, third quarter. Eastmont 27 and Central Valley 14. We're back to Wildcat Stadium in 30 seconds.
Our experience with NCWLIFE has been amazing.
People think television and they think it's this huge production thing. It's really expensive.
It's crazy how affordable it is. I couldn't believe it.
It's not as expensive as we thought it was going to be.
I would say I was really surprised to see that it was actually comparable to radio ads or print media.
It was really affordable.
Back at Wildcat Stadium, Grant Olson along with Eric Kuntz. 4:56 left in the third quarter, and just like that, one play, 40-yard touchdown pass. Hudson Dayton from Luke Abshire, the extra point good by LaBrosse, and we are now at 27-14. And it's almost like you can hold down the Lion for so long, and then the Lion's going to strike, and that's what happened there. Beautiful throw by Abshire. There's a booming kick this time by LaBrosse, and he's going to earn himself a touchback too, and Eastmont will begin this drive from their own 20-yard line. And boy, if there was ever a long drive in this Eastmont offense, it would be beautiful to happen for them right now.
Yeah, this as you say, huge drive. We said that earlier, and this is exactly what Eastmont's facing right now.
Especially coming off a turnover, right?
Right, and Central Valley's figuring out that run a little bit up the middle. They're taking away that inside run game right now. So it's going to have to be maybe runs to the outside, some passing game.
Well, one other thing else I've noticed is the great linebackers for Central Valley are really playing up now, too, expecting the run.
Yep.
Gale, misdirection again, handoff, left side. It's Keys. He's got some room. Left side gets almost all the way to the 40-yard line. 19-yard run that time by Austin Ruffins, I should say.
Now we have a holding against Eastmont.
So that's coming back.
Darn it.
Ruffins might be a little bit roughed up, too, along that sideline.
Yeah, he needs a little assistance here getting off.
Doesn't look too bad, so we'll see how quickly Ruffins comes back in.
Check for your wallet. We have a lost wallet.
Well, that hurts. That was a nice run and nice blocking by Eastmont that time. And instead of 1st and 10, now they're going to be facing 1st and 20. And not what you want when the momentum is kind of switching in a football game.
And when you're more of a running team than you're a passing team.
You're right. It's a lot tougher to get back big chunks of yards. All right, here comes the Wildcats to the line. Once again, 1st down and 20. The ball back at their own 10-yard line. 4:40 left to go, third quarter. Gale, fake handoff, and he's under pressure, close to a safety as flags come flying in. Didn't look like he was even touched, did at that time. Joe Pitts, the defensive tackle.
Yeah, he came in and no one was even near him. He had a free shot at the quarterback. Let's see if he did a little face mask or something going on there.
Or he might have got in there just a little bit quick to the snap, too. Let's see.
He was thrown from the umpire in the back. Personal foul.
Roughing the passer.
How can it be roughing the passer on a tackle?
Well, that's an interesting call there, and the coaches on the CV sideline with their hands up in the air like, what are you calling?
Well, that came from the umpire, so I was very surprised that the umpire threw that in. It looked like to me it was just a normal, good defensive play.
And not only the yardage, but it's an automatic first down for the Wildcats, and it brings the ball out to the 25-yard line, so you kind of get out of the hole down and you deep in your own end zone, and that just helps all around for the Wildcats. Interesting call there.
That's a huge momentum. It doesn't make
that's a break. There's no other way about it.
The coach is still on the field over there. He wants an explanation. He's not getting it.
1st and 10 now for the Wildcats after that personal foul roughing the passer call. And Eastmont has a little bit of room to breathe. Here's Corona on the carry left side. Tucks the ball in. Tries to do a ballet job on the sideline. Gets popped. And then he looks the linebacker right in the face. And heads back to the line of scrimmage. I don't think number 40, Rodney Mignette, expected that from Corona.
No, Corona hit him pretty good.
It's like another penalty, too, on the play. Didn't see a flag, but the referee's huddled up at the 30-yard line. Doesn't look like there'll be any call there. In fact, it'll be spotted at the 31.
Pick up a 6.
He's run out of bounds at the 31.
2nd down and 4.
Down and 5 for the Wildcats.
Eastmont just across their own 30-yard line. Quick count once again. Same play. Corona left side. This time he cuts it back up the middle of the field and runs into that linebacking core once again. Was the whistle blown dead? It looks like Central Valley thought they just took it right away and they have a touchdown. Is it? No call yet. Is he down or is it a touchdown for Central Valley? It looked like he took it right out of his arms. They're going to call him down, and the Central Valley coach Butner is livid across the way of that sideline. He thought his linebacker took it right out of their hands. But the referees called it down at about the 35-yard line, and that'll be awfully close to a first down, too. In fact, 3rd down and short. 3rd and less than a yard for the Wildcats. This is a big play right here. Linebackers creeping up, and boy, they're good too, including Brandon Thomas, number 28. Corona in motion, handoff. It's Gunnar Peterson, and I don't think he got there.
No, I think he's short.
What a play by the defense.
No, we have another personal foul, looks like against Central Valley.
Getting a little bit excited over there and a little bit rough, and that's going to cost Central Valley again, and this might cause Coach Brian Butner to lose his mind on across the way over there.
It sure didn't look like
unsportsmanlike on Central Valley.
I don't know. I didn't see that. I saw the play, but I didn't see his unsportsmanlike conduct. He looked like he was just getting out of the way, and he bumped the Eastmont guy, totally accidental. Did not look anything intentional to me at all.
Oh, yeah, if they're calling that was a bump is all that was.
Yeah, that's what they called it on.
Wow. It's a good defensive play by the Bears, too, but goes for naught. And we're still showing 3rd and 1 here.
No, they're marking it off now. It's amazing. There's 2 penalties that I don't understand on this drive that's absolutely killing Central Valley.
Boy, look at this. Eastmont's going to get the ball almost all the way to midfield as the referee walks it up to the 49-yard line. Central Valley's coach Butner still wants an explanation over there. Boy, and Eastmont moving down the field thanks to penalties. 1st down and 10. Handoff. Corona left side. He gets met with authority. That's a hit right there. Josh Hansen, the senior linebacker. And no gain on that play right in front of the Eastmont bench, and I'm guessing they all heard that one. In fact, it might even be a loss of 1 on the play. And I think it will be a loss, maybe of 2 even. I will call it 1. Ball is back to the 47. Second down and a long 11 for the Wildcats now. Having a tough time getting that running game going here in this third quarter. Short lob pass out in the flat. Dropped out there by Corbin Keys, and that goes incomplete. Didn't have a whole lot of room to run out there in the flat either with those fast linebackers.
No.
That brings up third down and long now. 3rd and 12 for the Wildcats. Ball at the 47-yard line. 2:54. Clock stopped on that incompletion left here in the third quarter. 27-14. Wildcats lead it by 13. Third down and 12 coming up for Eastmont. Corona in motion. Fake handoff up the middle. Gale's going to go over the middle of the field to Travato, but good coverage back there. And that was provided by Justin Finn, the speedy senior defensive back. And that'll bring up 4th down and the punting unit for the Eastmont Wildcats, I'm assuming anyway. Here comes Pope onto the field in the punting unit. Reluctantly, I don't think Mike Don wanted to give up the ball right now, that's for sure. Pope's had a nice night kicking the football as well as Nick Saunders goes back to receive the kick. I believe I don't think it's Saunders now. It was earlier in the game, but he got kind of banged up. So flags fly as this snap comes off. And a penalty on the Wildcats here. Sure what that call was, Eric? Are you sure?
I'm not sure what the penalty was.
Moved him back 5, though, from the 47 to the 42. So anyway, Pope on to punt for the Wildcats. It might be Justin Finn back there. I don't think Saunders is now. So Finn, another very dangerous player. Here's the kick by Pope. Beautiful spiral taken at the 11-yard line. And then hit immediately at the 12 and dropped right there. Guess who? Logan Schneider down on coverage for the Eastmont Wildcats on that return by Elliott Beal was the man back for that return. So Central Valley gets the football back with time left here in the third quarter, 2:38 left. Central Valley one play and a 40-yard touchdown pass their last possession. Back a little bit at their own 10-yard line on this possession as Luke Abshire comes out with the rest of his offensive mates on this 1st down and 10. Ball at their own 11-yard line. Abshire, the snap from shotgun. Handoff to Zach Abshire. Gets away from some defenders. Now he's got some room to run. Gets caught by Chang over at about the 28-yard line, but a nice gain of 17 for Abshire, which first started on the right side and then went to the left side.
Yeah, nothing on one side, so let's go to the other.
Just also maybe an example of not wrapping up by defenders when they had him on this side.
Right.
So that'll be a quick 1st down on the first possession for Central Valley. Now puts the ball at their own 27. Abshire fake pass over the middle. The ball is deflected a little bit, and that took him out of their rhythm because Gravel was open over the middle on that slant pass, and just with a finger on it for Eastmont was Hunter Moore, the inside linebacker.
As I stated earlier, I think they're overdoing that slant.
They're really working the middle of the field, no doubt about it. So it'll bring up 2nd down and 10. 2:11 on the clock. Left to go here, third quarter.
There's too many bodies in the middle for that slant sometimes.
Right. Abshire's going to put it up in the air again, getting pressure this time. Still under pressure, gets away, and now wings it downfield. Has a receiver there, and it's knocked out of his hands. A nice defensive play at about midfield. And one of the players there for Eastmont, number 7, Spencer Heimbinger, the senior defensive back.
Yeah, it was a good play. went and knocked the ball out of the receiver's hands.
Boy, and it looked like Big Tony Lopez had a shot at Abshire in the backfield, but a nice job by the quarterback for Central Valley to kind of swing away from pressure. Just over 2 minutes left now, third quarter. 3rd down and 10 for the Bears. Good time for Abshire to throw this time. The pass complete along the sideline. It will be about 2 yards short of a first down right at the 35. About 8 yards on that throw and catch. And that'll bring up 4th down, though, and they're going to bring the punting unit out, it looks like. This is where I might get a little bit nervous with Abshire back as the punter.
Well,
4th down and 1.
They're not punting.
Actually, almost a little bit over 1. They just brought a whole new set of players in, I guess, E.
Yep. I would spread out that offense and do that running play.
Handoff. Here's Abshire, and he does get the first down and a little bit more. Almost broke it across the 40 as he gets down to the 42-yard line. That's a gain of about 6 when it should have been about 1.
Zach Abshire, the Central Valley ball carrier.
Maybe the defensive Eastmont getting a little bit tired right now. In the first half, that would have been a stop right there. That second effort got that first down.
Yes, sir. Yeah, they might be a little tired out there. They've been out there longer in this quarter than they have any quarter.
Minute 48 left to go here in this third quarter. 27 to 14 rather. Eastmont up by 13, surprisingly tonight. Abshire shotgun. 3 receivers to his right, 1 to the left. And it looks like a timeout was called by Coach Butner, and it was. We'll take a break, too. 1:38 left to go in this third quarter. Eastmont 27 and Central Valley 14. Back in 30 seconds. Stay with us.
You love to help others. You need a solid career. You can have it all with help from Charter College. Our 10-month medical assistant program prepares you to work in healthcare settings like physician offices, rehab centers, and clinics. You'll learn to take patient vitals, assist with exams, administer injections, and maintain medical records. When you're ready to launch a rewarding healthcare career, visit chartercollege.edu because we work to get you to work.
We saw this
1:38 left to go third quarter as this game is heading into the home stretch, and we got a good one for you as Eastmont Wildcats pulling off possibly an upset here in the first game of the 2021 football season, leading Central Valley out of the Greater Spokane League by a score of 27-14. First down and 10 for the Bears, the ball at their own 43-yard line. Abshire back to pass, a floater over the middle. The receiver couldn't catch up to it. And that goes incomplete. Once again, that was Hudson Drayton, the recipient of that 40-yard touchdown pass on the last possession.
Boy, if Abshire would have waited 1 more second, 2 more seconds, he would have been wide open. He kind of threw it a little soon.
Receivers kind of getting past those free safeties now, aren't they?
That's why he needed to wait just another second.
Right.
Then that would have been 6 points.
2nd and 10, ball resting at the Central Valley 43-yard line. Abshire, as he's been all night, in shotgun. Handoff to his brother Luke, or his brother Zach, rather, who barely manages a 2-yard gain up to the 45. Good defense once again up front by Eastmont, and once again it's Hunter Moore. We've called his name a lot tonight.
He's having a good second half.
He really is. 5'10", 225-pound senior. 3rd down and long now. 3rd and 8 for the Bears as we get to a minute left now in this third quarter. Ball resting on the Central Valley 45-yard line. Empty backfield this time with 5 receivers in this offensive set. Look out here. Plenty of time for Abshire. Goes over the middle. Has a receiver there. It's incomplete, though. It dropped by Hudson Dayton at the 50-yard line, and that'll bring up now 4th down and 8 yards to go. Clock stopped at 45 seconds. Once again, a new set of players coming into the game. This could be one of those maybe I'll punt it, maybe I'll throw it type things. He's not back a long ways, but I wouldn't be surprised if it's just a pooch kick here.
He's backed up now in the regular 13 yards. So
on this 4th down and 8. Nobody back to receive for Eastmont, and it's going to be a fake on 4th down. Abshire's looking for somebody to throw to. Lobs it down the sideline. He's got Drayton there, and it's incomplete. I should say Dayton. And Eastmont will take over with great field position at the Central Valley 45-yard line. That receiver was there early on, but you saw him late.
Yep. That's 2 passes that could have been completed.
Second time this quarter that Central Valley has turned it over on downs to Eastmont as the Wildcats take over once again. Great field position at the Central Valley 45-yard line. 36 seconds left to go here in this third quarter. Gale under center. Once again, Eastmont packs it in tight in the middle of the field. Boy, and a broken tackle, which could have been a big loss. Corbin Keys does manage to get back to the line of scrimmage, but that was a tough 5-yard run just to get back to the line.
Yeah, that was a great play just to do what he did. Someone's got another cramp out there, looks like.
I think we've seen 3 of those now here so far tonight.
Don't have a number yet for you, Grant.
16.7 seconds on the clock. That's what's left in the third quarter. 27-14 Eastmont on top. But I think, a lot of people thought, ooh, boy, Central Valley's really good. Eastmont and the Big Nine, they don't play, other leagues around the state that might be better. But Eastmont's proven everybody wrong here so far tonight.
Yeah, I think they're definitely surprising Central Valley. And, of course, with Gonzaga and Lewis and Clark coming up, I'm sure they're going to be watching tape. I'm sure they might have sent scouts over to watch the game, knowing Spokane League. They like doing that now and then.
Very true.
So they might be sitting in the stands taking notes on how to beat Eastmont. Obviously, it's stop and running game.
That's Andrew Swan, the injured player, 5'9", 230-pound junior, and trots off under his own power. I think he's the same player that had a cramp earlier.
Yep.
So it looks like he's doing okay. A little bit limpy there on the sideline, but cramps, man, they just don't go away immediately, that's for sure.
No, it's not like the NFL when you hook them up to an IV and let them sit for a few minutes to get them back out. So,
2nd down and 10 for Eastmont as the third quarter just about ready to run out. It looks like the clock's going to run, and Eastmont just let it run out here to end this third quarter. I think I would.
Yeah, no reason to run another play if you don't have to.
And that will do it here at the end of our third quarter. The score, Eastmont 27 and Central Valley 14. Fourth quarter action coming your way on the NCWLIFE Channel in 60 seconds. Stay with us.
When the people you serve are your friends and family, you see the world a bit differently. You understand that your survival depends on the health and strength of your relationships. Your word is your reputation, and that doing the right thing is the only way of life that matters. At Confluence Health, we remain humble. Trust is a gift that is earned, a privilege, an honor. And we remain grateful for the trust you place in our hands.
Hey everyone, Fletcher and Amy Ellington here from Live It Up. In the investment world, ROI stands for Return on Investment. Well, how does better health, better wealth, and better relationships sound for ROI? Join us every week right here on NCW Life and learn how to invest in the most important asset, you.
We're going to answer your questions and provide some weekly inspiration so you can create a life that you love. Join us on Live It Up.
All right, fourth quarter underway. Handoff immediately, and it's Corbin Keys' flag is down, though. Keys still on his feet. and gets pushed out at about the 7-yard line, but this all could be coming back. It is a hold on Eastmont, so that won't count. And what a start that would have been to this fourth quarter, Eric.
Yeah, that would have been just what the doctor ordered. Maybe that was one reason why he was so wide open on the run.
That's true. Boy, that would have been a start. And we've got an injured player again, as an Eastmont football player is helping out the Central Valley player. I think that's another cramp, it looks like, over there.
Yeah.
As Ivan Corona was playing.
Dr. Corona?
Dr. Corona. Boy, the injuries just keep on coming. We're going to take a 30-second timeout. It's 27-14 Eastmont. We're back after this.
Hello, my name is Brian Brett, the Fire Chief for Chelan County Fire District 1, and I just wanted to talk about how amazing our Rivercom team is. They are intentional, purposeful, and skillful in everything they do, and they are the best at what they do. How they prepare, how they handle the caller, how they coordinate the emergency services, and how they push themselves to be the best. This is the kind of spirit that our Rivercom telecommunicators have. Our community needs you, we need you, we admire you, you're our lifeline.
All right, back to Wildcat Stadium. Injured CV Bear player still on the Eastmont sideline, and I don't think they'll resume play until he's cleared. Is getting up under his own power, and that is Justin Finn, the speedy wide receiver. And boy, those cramps, they have been an issue tonight. At least 5 times, I think we've seen that among both teams here.
Yeah, multiple by some players.
Right. All right, back to action now. 2nd down and 20 for the Wildcats. The ball is at their own 45-yard line. A couple of fakes up the middle, and Gale's going to put it up in the air. The ball is caught by Travato. Did he drop it? It looks like he held on at the 17-yard line. So a 36-yard gain. That was a nice throw by quarterback Luke Gale there. A beautiful spiral over the middle of the field. Nice concentration by Brooks Travato, and Travato's caught a couple of nice passes tonight. And Eastmont back in the red zone here of the Central Valley Bears with 11 and a half minutes left to go fourth quarter, and already a 27-14 lead. This is a situation you got to take advantage of if you're Eastmont. Handoff, Gunnar Peterson up the middle, breaks a few tackles, and then gang tackled. Ooh, knocked back inside the 20 to about the 18-yard line. That looked like it might have hurt. He got his legs kind of trapped underneath and then pushed backwards.
Yeah, he's still on the ground. Oh, coming up slowly. There he is.
Gunnar Peterson, only a sophomore, and he's going to come out for a play or two, limping on that left leg a little bit.
Wildcats have the ball inside the 20 to near the 19.
So 1st down and 10, or 2nd down and 10, no gain on that play for Peterson. And I think, as I mentioned, these smart, good football-playing linebackers are starting to figure out kind of this misdirection offense, don't you?
Yeah.
They're staying home, like you mentioned.
Exactly. They're not chasing the pulling guards or the tackles. They're staying home and filling their gaps.
Gale. Handoff this time left side. It's Ruffins. Falls forward to almost the 15-yard line. Gain of about 3 on that carry. And that'll bring up 3rd down and 7 for the Wildcats. You know who's been quiet tonight is Brandon Thomas, the linebacker we've been touting all night long. Boy, we've hardly called his name, have we?
No, a couple times, but
right.
It's the fact of being a Division I player coming up,
right.
He hasn't really had an impact.
Well, we heard that 3 of their linebackers could go to the next level.
Right.
So, anyway, 3rd down and 7 as we get to 10 minutes left now in this fourth quarter. Eastmont leading by 13. Big 3rd down and 7 for both teams here. Travato split out right side. He's been the favorite target of Gale tonight. And we've got a whistle, and I believe a timeout was called by Coach Don. Maybe the wrong personnel out there again. He's acting very upset. But that's bound to happen also this first week, I would think. It's just the kind of things that do happen. Our broadcast tonight on the NCWLIFE Channel is brought to you by Biosports Physical Therapy, providing the best environment, most qualified, experienced therapists in North Central Washington. You have the right to select your healthcare team. Why wouldn't you choose the best? Choose Biosports. So timeout on the field is a big 3rd down and 7 play coming up here, and it's big E for both teams.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, Eastmont needs that first down. Central Valley needs to stop. I think one thing that Eastmont has done this year is they've had a whole summer to lift, get ready, prepare for this year. And I'm sure Coach Don's told those linemen, you get in there and you lift, and you get stronger, and you get bigger, and you get faster. And they are doing exactly what he had them do during the summer, and it shows here.
And do you think it helped that they played that spring March schedule and they kind of stayed in shape longer than they normally would, so that kind of kept them in shape heading into the summer?
I think so. You play football during the spring, then you have June, July, August to get ready to go, and it's not much turnaround like fall to fall the whole year.
That might have been the only advantage of that spring football.
Yeah.
All right, 3rd down and 7. Big play to come right here. Gale, the snap, looking right. He's going to put it up in the air. And who's got it? I think he caught it for a touchdown. And he did. Touchdown, Wildcats. What a catch by Logan Schneider. 1 foot in is all you need, and I think that's all he had in. 17 yards. Gale to Schneider, and Eastmont on the board again, and what a big touchdown this is.
That was huge.
Wow, Pope comes in now for the extra point try. Bad snap. Gale, or I should say Pope, just picks it up and then gets tackled at the 10-yard line. So the point after try will be no good. So with 9:43 left in the 4th quarter, Eastmont 33, Central Valley 14. We're back with more action in 30 seconds.
Think premium can't be capable? Think again. Introducing the first ever AT4 lineup. Premium and capable. That's professional grade from GMC.
That Eastmont scoring drive, 4 plays, 55 yards, 3 minutes, 6 seconds off the clock. A 17-yard touchdown pass from Luke Gale to Logan Schneider. The point after try, no good. And that's where we sit right now, 33-14, 9:43 left on the clock, and that was a huge score, Eric.
Well, I think that's the game right there. I don't think Central Valley's got 3 touchdowns in them when they can't stop Eastmont's offense right now. They can't stop them. So
on the ground or through the air now.
Right. So I think Central Valley needs to score quick and take chances on defense.
Gale has thrown some nice passes here in this second half. All right, Pope will kick it off, back deep. Nick Saunders, we think, is back in there. Justin Finn was also injured earlier, so it could be a new receiving core back there. Doesn't matter. Pope put it through the end zone again for what? The 4th time tonight, and that's a touchback, and Central Valley will start it at their own 20-yard line.
Yeah, Luke Gale's 3 receptions or 3 completions this second half gone for 25 yards, 36 yards, and 17 yards. So
nice game for the sophomore, for sure. So the last 6 possessions for Central Valley have begun at their 20, their 20, their 20, the 10, and now the 20. So they haven't had the best field position yet in the second half, that's for sure.
And Eastmont looks like they're looking for the pass. They're rushing 3, sitting back 8, which is a great defensive plan, because I think they got to take the running game completely out of the books now.
Abshire back to pass, goes right side, has a receiver over there. It's caught for a quick 14-yard gain. That's Saunders on the reception. It's like Nick Saunders is feeling much better, the 5'10", 170-pound senior. So quick first down for Central Valley, and boy, they need him right now, that's for sure. Only took 6 seconds off the clock on that play, and they go down 14 yards. Ball now at the 34-yard line of Central Valley. Carter Sly also into the game now in the slot position. Here's a pass again, and wide open again is Saunders. All picked up a block at about the 50, and that'll get him to the 49-yard line. 25 yards on that play.
Logan Schneider.
And just like that, 2 plays, Central Valley, 39 yards. Almost out to midfield.
Yep.
Across midfield into Eastmont territory at the 49, first and 10 Bears.
Into Eastmont territory, I should say, at the 49-yard line. First down and 10, and hardly any time has come off this clock. Now at 9:14. Abshire's shotgun. No pressure really from Eastmont this time, as Abshire's going to keep it up the middle of the field and then slides down at the 42-yard line, but that'll be another 8-yard gain.
On the quarterback keep for Central Valley.
I'll make that about a 7-yard gain for Abshire on that carry. But, boy, wide open in the middle of the field that time. An easy choice for the quarterback.
Yep.
4 receivers, 2 left, 2 right. Zach Abshire in the backfield. Under pressure this time, Luke rolls out and then throws it into the ground as he falls down in front of the CV bench. And that'll bring up 3rd down and 4 for the Bears.
Yeah, Eastmont brought 2 in the blitz that time, put a little pressure on him, made him get outside the pocket where he's uncomfortable. Well, I haven't seen him throw the ball good yet outside the pocket.
You know, he doesn't seem to get his feet set, does he, when he's rolling right or left?
Nope.
All right, 3rd and 4. Central Valley, 3 receivers left side, 1 to the right. Change of play now possibly by Coach Butner. 8:36 on the game clock left in this ball game. Handoff this time, Zach Abshire. Big hole up the middle, still rumbling across the 30 down to the Eastmont 27-yard line, and that's 22 yards on that carry for Zach Abshire. Nice big hole right up the middle of the field, but Eastmont now expecting pass, so they can probably slip a few of those in here in this 4th quarter.
Yeah, but that's they got to get in the air to get in the. I don't think they're going to be able to run the ball in the end zone. They got to throw it in the end zone.
3 receivers left, 1 to the right. Abshire back to pass. Tons of time on this play. Goes right side into the hands of Dayton, and he drops it right at about the goal line. That was a rocket from Abshire, and that one really should have been caught too.
Yeah, there's 3 or 4 drop balls that have really hurt the Central Valley. That right there could have been a possible touchdown. And,
boy, this kid does have an arm. There's no doubt about that. Clock stopped on the incompletion at 8:09. 2nd down and 10 from the Eastmont 29-yard line. Fake handoff, quick pass out in the flat. Here's Saunders, gets hit at the 22, breaks some tackles, still breaking tackles, gets all the way down to the 15-yard line, and that's a 14-yard gain on that pass and catch.
Another missed tackle for the Eastmont Wildcats, but
Saunders is pretty elusive. He's pretty athletic out there. Just hasn't had a lot of chances, has he, tonight, to really showcase anything. So 1st down at 10 again for Central Valley as they are on a pretty nice drive here now late in this ball game. Here's Abshire. He rolls out to his left. A rocket into the end zone. Saunders, a catch for a touchdown.
Great throw, great catch.
15 yards from Abshire to Saunders. And just like that, Central Valley on the board.
Prevail for the Bears.
That'll make it 33-20. 7:41. That took 2 minutes, 2 seconds to go 80 yards for Central Valley.
Yeah, most of it all on the ground, in the air, except the 22-yard run by Zach.
I think they might go for 2 here with 7:41 left. 33-20 is our score right now. Eastmont is on top. I think that's what they're going to do, E.
Yeah, they're lining up for 2.
So that tightens things up a little bit here. Still plenty of time on the clock with 7:41 showing. And here's the 2-point conversion now. Handoff, Abshire doesn't get touched up the middle, and the 2-point conversion is successful. So 7:41 left to go, fourth quarter. Eastmont 33 and Central Valley 22. More fourth quarter action coming your way in 30 seconds.
Are you dealing with a pest or weed issue and you just don't know what to do?
We use the best pest control methods approved for areas with kids and pets.
Whether it's rats, mice, ants, or spiders,
or something else altogether. We provide the coaching and solutions you're looking for.
And you can know that your dollars are supporting a local, family-owned and operated business.
Allow us to help you get back to living healthy and pest-free. Harvest Valley Pest Control.
That Central Valley scoring drive, 4 plays, 55 yards. The Bears took 3 minutes, 6 seconds off the clock and a 17-yard pass from Luke Abshire to Saunders. The 2-point conversion was successful, and that's where we stand now at 33-22. Can the Wildcats hold on? Here's the kick. Taken at the 10-yard line. Up to the 20, it's Ruffins. 25, still on his feet, and then gets knocked back to the 25-yard line. But a nice return, I should say Chang, rather. Or was it Ruffins? Or was it either of them? No, it wasn't. It was Corbin Keys. Third time's the charm on that one for me, I guess.
That's all right. You had another 30, 40 players to go through.
So 7:33 left to go in the fourth quarter. Eastmont has it at their own 25-yard line, and boy, do they ever need a drive here. So we'll see what they can do offensively. A mix of run and pass is what we've seen here in this second half. Second drive of this fourth quarter for Eastmont. Gale, handoff up the middle, big hole. It's Gunnar Peterson across the 30, almost to the 35. They're going to mark him at the 34-yard line, and a nice 9-yard gain on first down for Peterson.
It's his only third carry of the second half.
After, what'd you say, 10 in the first, right?
Right.
So 2nd down and 1 for the Wildcats, but more importantly for Eastmont, the clock continues to run on these running plays, and we're now under 7 minutes left to go in the fourth quarter. Corona in motion, stops, and then goes back to his original slot position. Nothing doing this time. In fact, a loss of about 2 on that play. Central Valley not fooled.
I think you barely get back to the line of scrimmage, Grant.
I think you're right.
Peterson.
So that'll bring up 3rd down now, and only a yard to go. The ball remains at the Eastmont 34-yard line. Clock moving. As we are approaching 6 minutes and 10 seconds now left in this fourth quarter. Eastmont clinging to that 11-point, 33-22 lead.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch Corona on the outside run here. Fake that inside, give it to Corona going outside or somebody.
Oh, the ball's fumbled again on the snap, and I don't think there was ever a snap.
Legal motion. No.
Boy, so you go from a 3rd and 1 now to a 3rd and 6, trying to keep this clock moving right at 6 minutes. A penalty, not what you need.
Then it stops the clock, too.
Don't want to give it back to Central Valley with a bunch of time left, that's for sure. But Eastmont, can they convert on this big 3rd down and 6 now? The ball is back at their own 29-yard line. They need to get right at the 35 for a first down. Throw or run here, E.
Oh, you're going to run it.
Here's Gale under center.
Nope.
Pass left side, almost picked off on this near side. Lucky for Eastmont, that was dropped, and that'll bring up 4th down now.
That's why I thought they'd run it, to keep the clock running.
Boy, disappointing. 9 yards on 1st down on that possession, and then nothing after that.
Well, I thought I'd see that fake the inside and give it to Corona or Ruffins on that outside sweep they like to run. So they've had success with that tonight.
So that's bringing out the punting unit now, and Cameron Pope to do his thing. He's been punting very well tonight. Central Valley return man stands at the 34-yard line. Here's the punt. Pretty good, low, wobbly kick, and it's taken, and then to a knee goes Elliott Beal, and that's where Central Valley will start at their own 35-yard line. So crunch time now at Wildcat Stadium. 5.5 minutes left to go in the 4th quarter. The home team, Eastmont Wildcats, lead at 33-22, but Central Valley seems to be kind of getting their legs under them a little bit here now.
Yeah, they had a good drive there. They threw the ball well that last drive, so I think they're going to come out and do the same thing, try to score quick, hold Eastmont, and try to get a chance to win the game with the last possession of the ball.
Yeah, 8 plays, 80 yards, and about 226 on their last possession.
Right.
So here we go. Abshire passed out on the flat. It's Saunders, has some room, crosses the 40, and then gets gang tackled and dropped at about the 42. But not after an 8-yard gain on 1st down for the Bears. Central Valley doesn't seem to be in any kind of rush right now either, as we get right at 5 minutes left in the game. 2nd down and 2, ball at the Bear 43-yard line. Abshire, shotgun, looking right. He's going to go over the center of the field. He's got a receiver wide open. It's Saunders. Chang on the chase and does chase him down at the 15-yard line.
45 yards.
45 yards on that play. And that was a beautiful pitch and catch there between Abshire and Saunders. You can tell they've done that a few times.
Yeah, you know, he's got 9 it's his 9th reception of the second half.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line. Bears threatening again here late in this 4th quarter. Over the middle, the receiver falls down. Chang on the coverage there. I think the receiver, maybe they just got their feet tied up a little bit or tangled up. Either way, it goes incomplete and brings up 2nd down. Clock stopped at 4:34 left in the 4th quarter.
15-yard line, 2nd and 10 for the Bears.
It's his 20th pass in the second half.
Amazing. Kind of figured that might be the case down at halftime, but
thrown about 31 times this game.
Eastmont led at 27-7 at halftime. Here we are, 33-22. Eastmont has put up one score here in the second half. 2nd down and 10. Abshire back to pass. Flushed out of the pocket. Good time, though. Looks into the end zone and almost picked off. Great coverage in there for the Wildcats. And on that coverage was Jackson West. Number 18 knocked that ball down, and that brings up 3rd down.
Yeah, you're definitely in 4-down territory here. You're not going to want to get a field goal.
Boy, and I think Abshire just saw him a little bit late there. I think he was open along the goal line.
Well, a field goal put you down by 8, so if you do get a field goal, you still need a touchdown.
Right. I think that might be why they went for 2 on that last touchdown. Zach Abshire in there at running back next to his brother Luke on this 3rd down and 10. Left side, Saunders wide open again, makes a move, gets a few more yards, gets hammered down at about the 11-yard line. It won't be enough for a 1st down, and that will bring up a huge 4th down and about 5. Good tackling that time by the Wildcats, no doubt about that, and a very elusive Saunders.
Yeah, get your field goal now.
4th down and 5. The ball is spotted at the 10-yard line.
28-yard field goal.
28-yard field goal right here. Here's the kick. The snap was good. The hold was good. And the kick is good. 3 minutes, 37 seconds left to go, fourth quarter, and we've got a game now. It's Eastmont 33 and Central Valley 25. We'll take a 30-second timeout and come right back. Stay with us. So Central Valley gets a 28-yard field goal and now has pulled this into a one-score game here at Eastmont Wildcat Stadium. It's 33-25 with 3 minutes, 37 seconds left to go here in the fourth quarter. And boy, the Eastmont Wildcats need something on offense on this next possession. Boy, that goes without saying, that's for sure. Central Valley has scored 3 times here in this second half. Here's the kick, and it's a pooch kick. Was it an onside kick? And it's recovered at midfield. What a call there by Coach Butner, which gives Eastmont the possession now, field position at the midfield. Interesting call.
Yeah, not a very good onside kick, too. Usually they try to kick it right in the ground so it bounces way up in the air.
Right.
Yeah, that was just kind of a, here you go, catch it.
Well, this is a golden opportunity for the Wildcats here to maybe get some points on the board and put this thing away, which they could, even with a field goal, really, at this point.
Right.
So let's see what the Eastmont offense can do here. Boy, this is crunch time. 3:35 left to go, fourth quarter. Eastmont has led from the start of this game. In fact, had a 20-point lead at one time, 27-7, and also led it 33-14. Gale, handoff right side. Here's Corbin Keys, and he's got room, and that should be a horse collar, shouldn't I? guess you can grab the jersey, you just can't grab the shoulder pads.
Right.
As Keys is drugged down, I think just shy of a first down after a 9-yard gain. Unfortunately for Keys, he did go out of bounds, which stopped the clock at 3:26. Ball at the 41-yard line. Eastmont 2nd down and 1. They had this situation their last possession, 9-yard gain on first down, end up punting that one. Wildcats need a first down right here. Gale, handoff up the middle. They do get it this time. Gunnar Peterson and then some across the 35. They're going to mark him down at the 34, and that's a 7-yard gain on third down, 2nd down and 1.
Yeah, Central Valley, they're trying to steal the ball. They're trying to rip the ball out of his hands there.
Boy, you can miss a lot of tackles doing that, too.
Yeah.
So first down and 10, ball at the Central Valley 34-yard line. Clock is moving at 3:09 now left to go. Gale under center. Gunnar Peterson, the sophomore, behind him. In motion, Corona, and he gets the handoff. Right side, good seal block there by Logan Schneider. That sprung that run. Corona inside the 20 to the 19-yard line. 15 yards on that running play for Corona. And what a block by Logan Schneider. Flag down. This is a late flag where the tackle occurred. Could we have here a face mask or can't be holding, I wouldn't think, right where the tackle happened.
No, could be a face mask or a late hit. I was watching the pancake block by little Mr. Schneider there.
What a block by Schneider. Holy cow. And it's personal foul on Central Valley, and that's going to add another 15 yards to the end of that run for Eastmont, which should put the ball at about the 5-yard line of Central Valley. Big call here.
Yeah, I didn't see it. I was blocked here by the wall, and I didn't see the personal foul.
So the referees will step it off, and I think it's going to be awfully close to that 5-yard line by the time it's all said and done. Oh, make it the 10-yard line, I guess, inside the 10 to almost the 9, but great field possession for the Wildcats here. And a great opportunity to put some more points on the board and kind of salt this one away.
Well, they're in field goal range already right now.
They are. And that would probably do it in this one. 2:40, clock moving now, fourth quarter. Can the Wildcats pull off this upset? Peterson at running back right behind Gale. Also in there, Corbin Keys and Ivan Corona, who's in motion. Boy, a mix-up on that play. Lucky it wasn't fumbled, and I think it was. Are you kidding me? Nope. Eastmont fumbles it away and gives CV a chance to tie this up.
Wow.
That looked like confusion from the very start, and that confusion could cost Eastmont this football game. I mean, Central Valley with the score can still only tie it at best, but boy, what a chance to put this one away.
Yeah, they collided in the backfield, and the ball got loose, and Central Valley did the right thing by jumping on it. Yeah, this game's not over, Grant.
Not now, it isn't. CV has it at their own 14-yard line. 2:18 left to go on the clock. Defense now, time to step up big for Eastmont. Abshire back to pass, goes out in the flat. There's Saunders on the reception. Good tackle, though, out in that flat, keeping it to a short gain. And that was Mora with that great play, Apollo Mora on the stop on the far sideline. Gain of only 3 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd down and 7. And more importantly, stayed in bounds, so the clock continues to run at 1:54. Abshire looking downfield again, goes right side, has Saunders there again, and that's enough for a first down up to the 27-yard line, gain of 11. But as I said, clock continuing to move. It is stop until the chains get moved, and then it'll crank up again.
Not really throwing to anybody else except Saunders, is he?
No, he's tried to throw it to Dayton, but he's dropped a few.
Yep.
First down at 10 now. The Bears, the dangerous Bears. Over the middle, the receiver fell down. That's Gravel. And it goes incomplete. Mora almost had a shot at that one. And that stops the clock at 1:39.
Intended receiver for the Bears, Dylan Gravel. That pass incomplete. Go, kid!
1:39 left to go in this game. 2nd down and 10. The ball at the Bears' 28-yard line. Abshire, the snap, has really had no pressure on him here in this second half. Overthrows his intended receiver, Dylan Gravel, and that goes incomplete and brings up 3rd down now for Central Valley.
Yeah, that was just a bad throw. He was open.
Got away from him a little bit.
Yeah, just threw it over his head.
Third down and 10. The clock is stopped. What a finish to this game after Eastmont pretty much been dominating throughout, but not so much here in this fourth quarter.
Central Valley's figured it out on offense a little bit.
They've just settled down somewhat, haven't they?
Yeah.
3rd and 10. Here we go. Clock stopped 1:35. Ball on the CV 28-yard line. A little bit of a high snap. Abshire controls that. Logan Schneider on the chase. Doesn't get him. Here goes Abshire all the way downfield. And there might be no contact there. I think CV's coaches wanted a little bit of something, but nothing called. There is a flag back down at the line of scrimmage, though. So we'll see what this might be with 1:24 now on the clock. And it's on Central Valley.
He had an illegal receiver downfield. I think one of the linemen, when he started running, he probably thought he was going to run.
Exactly.
And he went across last. You have like 2 yards buffer.
Boy, Abshire showed us his arm strength there. He let that one fly. But that will move Central Valley back 5 yards. It'll be moved to the 28-yard line, or I should say the 23 rather, from the 28. So 3rd down and 15 now for the Bears with 1:24 left in this game. A touchdown and a 2-point conversion for CV will tie this up. So they need to get downfield and into the end zone. Boy, they've got the firepower to pull it off. Can Eastmont stop them? We'll find out here. This is it, 4th down and 15 right here. I thought it was 3rd, but it is 4th. So this could very well be the ball game right here.
Yeah. Eastmont calls timeout, I believe.
And that's a good timeout right now by Coach Don. I think we'll take a breather, too, with 1:24 left in this one. Can Eastmont hold on? They're leading at 33-25. Come back and we'll find out in 30 seconds. For all the latest news in North Central Washington, go to NCWLife.com or find us on Facebook. Got a news tip? Email us at news@NCWLife.com or call 888-2020.
Let's face it, selling your good used vehicle can be a hassle, if nothing else. Consign your vehicle here at Global Elite Motors. When you do, you'll get the best possible price because of our proprietary selling system. We offer the ability to finance, add warranties, take trade-ins, and much, much more. Each consignment vehicle we represent is thoroughly inspected and marketed to attract qualified buyers. Let us help sell your quality vehicle. Buying a vehicle? Consigning a vehicle? Stop by Global Elite Motors on Wenatchee Avenue at Global Car Care.
All right, here we go. Clock is moving. 1:12, 1:10 now.
Now we got 3rd and 10. We went from 4th and 15 to 3rd and 10. What happened there, Grant?
I don't know what happened. It shows 4th and 10 on the scoreboard.
Right over there is 3rd and 10 at the chain gang.
I think the referees are trying to figure that. I didn't think it was 4th down yet.
I didn't think it was either.
Wait and see here. The officials aren't quite sure either, but there's a big difference in this game between 3rd and 4th right now, that's for sure.
Because you don't lose it down on the penalty.
Looks like 3rd and 10 is what's going to hold here. The ball is at the 27-yard line of the Bears. Now it's 4th down on the yard marker.
They might have refused the penalty.
Instead of 3rd and 15, instead took a 4th and 10.
They may have. I don't know why.
Well, anyway, it's 4th and 10, and here we go. This could be it for the Central Valley Bears out of the Greater Spokane League. Came in here with lots of confidence, ranked 9th in the state in the AP preseason poll. And they have been beaten by Eastmont throughout this game tonight. Eastmont has led throughout, but this is kind of the last hurrah now for Central Valley with 1:10 left. A lot of time went off the clock when they decided what they were doing with the downs as well.
Right.
We may even put a little bit of time back on. I wouldn't be surprised by that, but we'll have to wait and see. Yeah, they're going to put some more time on.
Said 1:26 is what he yelled down here. So another
1:28, so they're going to put 18 seconds back up.
Okay.
Which seems fair because the clock was running as they were deciding what they were going to do. But the fact remains, it's 4th and 10 and could be the ball game it's going to be the ball game for Central Valley unless they can pick up a first down here. So can the Eastmont defense come up big now? This is the game for Central Valley. 4th down and 10. Abshire back to pass. No pressure over the middle of the field. It's Saunders caught at the 46-yard line. Wow, what a pass and catch with 1:22 left in the game.
26?
That's about 36.
36, off 10 yards.
Yep, 36 yards on that completion into Eastmont territory. 1:14, clock moving. 1st and 10, Abshire back to pass again, right sideline. Has again over there this time. Or Justin Finn, rather, 1st down at the Eastmont 24.
Another 21-yard pickup there.
Central Valley eating up big chunks of yardage now, trying to tie this ball game up with 1:06 left. 1st and 10, and they'll have the ball at the Wildcat 25-yard line.
Yep, Central Valley calls timeout.
And we'll take one as well. 1:06 left to go in this fourth quarter. Eastmont 33, Central Valley 25. Back in 30.
When you call Dick's Heating and Air Conditioning, you're calling on 35-plus years of experience in the Wenatchee Valley. Spending extra time in your home, you may have discovered an unwanted aroma. Stinky feet, pets, who knows what. Call Dick's today about installing their Train Clean Effects electronic air cleaner or a Rheem Halo ultraviolet air purifier. Either way, the air quality in your home will be improved. Proudly servicing all of North Central Washington, call 884-6444 today.
All right, 1:06 left on the game clock here at Wildcat Stadium, and the Eastmont Wildcats trying to hold on here, leading at 33-25, but Central Valley has it 1st and 10 on the Eastmont 24-yard line. A touchdown and 2-point conversion would tie this up after Eastmont led at one point 33-14 and 27-7. Can they hold here? 1st and 10, Abshire, shotgun, comes out in the flat, why not, to Saunders again, but a great tackle by Chang. Nathan Chang wrapped him up and held him to only about a 2-yard gain. That was a beautiful tackle.
Yeah, that was a good open field tackle.
Clock running, 46 seconds left to go. 2nd down and 9, Abshire looking end zone. He's got Saunders caught, and he gets drugged down at the 6-yard line.
19
yards that time from Abshire to once again Saunders, who is having a heck of a fourth quarter here. Clock continuing to move. 34 seconds left. 1st and goal from the Eastmont 5-yard line. And now a timeout, I believe, has been called. It has. I think Coach Don called this one. We'll keep it right here. What a game this has been. 28 seconds left to go. Eastmont, it looked like, kind of had this in the bag. Even late in the third quarter, it looked like they had it in the bag. And, boy, they didn't. A 27-7 lead and a 33-14 lead. And they have kind of lost it here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah,
but Central Valley's played much better.
Yeah, they shot themselves in the foot, especially that last possession when they were in field goal range to put them up, probably seal the game. They had the fumble. That's giving Central Valley a chance to come back with this rally here very late in the game. This is the first game of the season, right, Grant?
It is.
Okay. All right.
It is the first game of the season, but that is the play of the game, that fumble on that last possession by Eastmont. They could have really salted this game away with another score of any kind.
Yeah, just a field goal would have maybe put the game away,
but it's not over yet.
Nope.
Central Valley still has to go 5 yards for a touchdown with 28 seconds left. I'm not sure what the timeout situation is. I don't think either. It looks like Eastmont has one and Central Valley with 2 timeouts left here.
Okay. You might see that run right up the middle.
With Zach Abshire. They scored on that 2-point conversion. He didn't even get touched, and they are going to give it to him. No, it's a rollout pass to the right side to a fullback, and nothing doing there as he gets stopped right at the 5-yard line. Clock continuing to move. 16 seconds left, and now a timeout is called with 17 on the clock. And Central Valley wants to talk this one over. They still have, it looks like, a timeout after. And what do you do if you're Central Valley now on this play? I think they might have, with another timeout, they may try a run just up the middle and see what happens here.
You might.
I like the rollout call and that little pass in the flat, just it was defended well by Eastmont.
Right. I wouldn't roll him out. We've seen tonight where he can't roll the ball out. He can't.
No, that's true.
He's not having a good job rolling out. I would say that it would be either a quick slant to Saunders. You got to get the ball to Saunders somehow. That or try to run the ball right up the middle. If you don't get it, call timeout. Then go with the one play you can score on. Because right now they're in a situation. They got 2 plays. It's second down, right? It's third down. So you got third and fourth. You got 2 plays. Second or third?
Second down, I believe, in goal. But yeah, but I think, with the timeout, they really don't have to go for the end zone in both these shots right now. They can kind of get their way there and try something too. So,
but if you run it here and you call timeout, then you're out of timeouts, and you got to either throw it or get the ball in the end zone because you don't have time to do 2 running plays.
17.1 seconds left on the clock. Teams back out there on this 2nd and goal from the 5-yard line. There's Saunders, so dangerous in the slot in motion over the middle, and it's too hard and too high, and it goes incomplete, and that brings up 3rd down now with 13 seconds left.
Central Valley pass attempted Dylan Prevail, incomplete for the Bears.
That ball had a lot of zip on that as well. Boy, Abshire, there's no doubt he has an arm. He's only, he is a senior, but he just needs a little more footwork to maybe go to that next level. He definitely has the arm strength.
Yeah, he definitely has the arm strength. He needs the foot. I would think he needs the foot get outside the pocket. That's where he struggled tonight. So.
All right, here we go. 3rd down and 5. Ball at the 4-yard line. 13 seconds left. Abshire wide open. Touchdown, Central Valley to Saunders. And we've got a 33-31 ball game.
Boy, why didn't you should have had 5 guys guarding Sanders on that one.
You sure should have.
Touchdown, Central Valley. Pass to Nick Saunders for the Bears.
What a drive by Central Valley. 2 minutes and 10 seconds off the clock, 10 plays on that drive. They started at their own 14-yard line. And now a chance on a 2-point conversion to tie this one up with 8.9 seconds left. We might have overtime here tonight.
Yeah, you know what? I would fake that handoff in the middle and have your quarterback run outside with it.
Just a little keeper.
No, fake it and go.
Here's his brother. Is he going to get in there? I don't think he did.
Yes, he did. He did.
No indication yet. I think he is shorty. I don't think he got there. No indication at all that he scored a touchdown, and I think that's it. No good.
Wow.
It looked like he was heading across that goal line, didn't it?
It did.
Not sure what the discussion would be now. You either get in there or you don't, right?
Yeah.
Players still kind of just wandering around, but I don't think that's going to be good.
Well, they got it marked down about a half-yard short.
Holy cow. How about that Eastmont defense? When they needed to hold, they held. And it looks like they'll hold on to a 33-31 win over the Central Valley Bears of the Greater Spokane League. This is a big, big win for the Eastmont football program.
It's huge.
It's nice to see the defense kind of did stop this. They have been playing so hard tonight. They really have. And they're a worn-out defensive unit right now, I'll tell you what.
I really thought they were going to fake that and have the quarterback take it to the end or a dump-off pass or something.
Well, now we'll see an onside kick here, most likely. 8.9 seconds left. Yeah, I see Travato and all the hands people out for Eastmont up on that front line. Logan Schneider. Aiden LaBrosse will attempt the onside kick here. And here we go. Central Valley to kick off. LaBrosse. Good onside kick and a nice grab as well by the Wildcats on that far side. I think as Ivan Corona came up with that, like a shortstop fielding a bad hop there. And Eastmont's going to come out with a win here with 7.3 seconds left. How about this? I think everybody on that Central Valley sideline in a bit of shock right now. That was a huge win for this program, just no doubt about it.
Yeah, especially quality, ninth ranked team in the state.
Oh, unbelievable.
And the next week you play number 4.
Yeah. That'll be a test on the road at Gonzaga Prep for sure.
But I bet you the Greater Spokane League has learned has some respect now for the Eastmont Wildcats.
Absolutely. Victory formation for the Eastmont Wildcats. 7.3 seconds left to go. Gale takes a knee, and the clock winds down, and the Eastmont Wildcats pull off the upset, defeating the Central Valley Bears by a final score of 33-31. We will take a 3-minute timeout, and we will come back with the post-game show here on the NCWLIFE Channel right after this.
Hi, everybody. In North Central Washington, I'm Dan Kuntz, and I do the honors each and every weekday morning at 7 a.m. to bring you live local news, local weather, local sports. It's called Wake Up Wenatchee Valley. It's a fun show. I enjoy doing it. I invite you to watch it. It's Monday through Friday at 7 a.m. live right here on the NCWLIFE Channel. I interview movers and shakers. We have a good time. Start your day live and local. Wake Up Wenatchee Valley right here with yours truly on the NCWLIFE Channel.
For all the latest news in North Central Washington, go to ncwlife.com or find us on Facebook. Got a news tip? Email us at news@ncwlife.com or call 888-2020.
Are you a take charge kind of person? Consider a career as a health unit coordinator. You'll work to keep health facilities running efficiently by coordinating medical providers, patients, and departments. The Charter College Certificate in Health Unit Coordinator program can get you up to speed on basic patient care, health records management, health and safety procedures, and medical billing. And the 10-month online program includes a computer you keep. Get started at chartercollege.edu, where we work to get you to work.
Think premium can't be capable? Think again. Introducing the first ever AT4 lineup. Premium and capable. That's professional grade from GMC.
Hello, my name is Brian Brett, the Fire Chief for Chelan County Fire District 1, and I just wanted to talk about how amazing our Rivercom team is. They are intentional, purposeful, and skillful in everything they do, and they are the best at what they do. How they prepare, how they handle the caller, how they coordinate the emergency services, and how they push themselves to be the best. This is the kind of spirit that our Rivercom telecommunicators have. Our community needs you, we need you, we admire you, you're our lifeline.
When the people you serve are your friends and family, you see the world a bit differently. You understand that your survival depends on the health and strength of your relationships. Your word is your reputation, and that doing the right thing is the only way of life that matters. At Confluence Health, we remain humble. Trust is a gift that is earned, a privilege, an honor. And we remain grateful for the trust you place in our hands.
Welcome back once again here to Wildcat Stadium, and what a wild one it was as the Eastmont Wildcats hold on for the 33-31 win over Central Valley to start the 2021 campaign. Eric Grandstrom along with Eric Kuntz and Grant Olson will be making his way down to the field here shortly to talk to some of the players and Coach Don, who I'm sure has aged about 6 years just in 4 quarters of football here tonight, especially the final 2 frames where Eastmont at one point led this game by 3 touchdowns, a couple of different points in the game tonight. But give credit to Central Valley and their quarterback, Luke Abshire, who brings them almost all the way back. In fact, it was just a yard short or less than a yard on the 2-point conversion to try to send it into overtime after a touchdown drive for the ages after Eastmont gave the football up on a turnover deep in Central Valley territory. But then the Bears got the ball and traveled right down the field, again on the arm of Luke Abshire. His favorite target was Nick Saunders, and boy, I'll tell you, the two of those two combined and were able to get it into the end zone. The 2 two-point conversion just falling short, however, and Eastmont holds on for the 33-31 win. The coach, Michael Don, talking with his players, as you could see, as they survive by the hair of their chinny chin chin, but a good way to start the 2021 campaign for Eastmont, getting the win here over Central Valley. We're going to take another quick break, come back, and we'll give Eric Kuntz a little chance to do a little magic with his mathematics here and get some of the post-game results in this one, as we'll take a break and come back. 60-second timeout here on the post-game show as Eastmont holds on to beat Central Valley 33-31. We're back after this timeout.
911, what is the address of your emergency?
Yes, it's me. It's my husband. I think there's something the matter with him.
It was a feeling that I'll never forget, like being able to meet them and know that he survived.
Okay, tell me what's happening. Is he conscious?
No, he's not. He's not.
Okay, take a deep breath for me. I'm getting you help.
Rivercom means to me that I still have my husband here with me. They're the ones that guided me through saving his life.
Let's face it, selling your good used vehicle can be a hassle, if nothing else. Consign your vehicle here at Global Elite Motors. When you do, you'll get the best possible price because of our proprietary selling system. We offer the ability to finance, add warranties, take trade-ins, and much, much more. Each consignment vehicle we represent is thoroughly inspected and marketed to attract qualified buyers. Let us help sell your quality vehicle. Buying a vehicle? Consigning a vehicle? Stop by Global Elite Motors on Wenatchee Avenue at Global Car Care.
Welcome back once again here on the postgame show. Grant Olson is down field side. The team has just broke the huddle. Real quick here, Eric Kuntz, on the totals for the night. Pretty decent night for the sophomore quarterback for the Eastmont Wildcats.
Yeah, he didn't throw a lot, but he threw very successful when he did. He only had 3 receptions in the second half. Went for 17 yards, 25, 36 for a total of 78 yards. They only had 15 carries in the second half for a total of 61 yards. So the offense sputtered, 172 yards rushing first half, 61 in the second half. So Central Valley figured that out. What got Central Valley back in the game, of course, was their quarterback, Absher. He completed 20 out of 33 in the second half for 281 yards. His main target, Saunders, had 15 receptions for 221 yards in the second half.
That's just in the second half.
Second half.
Incredible. 33 pass attempts by Luke Abshire. He's going to be icing his arm down after this one as his team just falls shy to the Eastmont Wildcats here tonight. 33-31 the final. We'll send her down to Grant Olson with the postgame show as we continue from Wildcat Stadium right after this on the NCWLIFE Channel.
Our experience with NCWLIFE has been amazing.
People think television and they think it's this huge production thing. It's really expensive.
It's crazy how affordable it is. I couldn't believe it.
It's not as expensive as we thought it was going to be.
I would say I was really surprised to see that it was actually comparable to radio ads or print media.
It was really affordable.
Are you dealing with a pest or weed issue and you just don't know what to do?
We use the best pest control methods approved for areas with kids and pets.
Whether it's rats, mice, ants, or spiders,
or something else altogether. We provide the coaching and solutions you're looking for.
And you can know that your dollars are supporting a local, family-owned and operated business.
Allow us to help you get back to living healthy and pest-free. Harvest Valley Pest Control.
All right, post-game show continues. We're down on the field now with Eastmont head coach Mike Don and senior Logan Schneider. And first of all, Logan, we'll start with you. What a way to start a game. First you recover a fumble, then you pick off that pass all in the first quarter, and that kind of set the stage for the momentum that Eastmont had, your team had in the first half.
We just love to get after it and play our heart out.
So what did you see from Abshire to make that unbelievable interception in the first quarter? Were you reading his eyes the whole way? It was a very athletic play, but boy, you made it look easy.
Well, I saw him looking towards my side, and I mean, I told him before the game I was going to get a pick on him. We go way back, so I had to.
So Central Valley comes in here pretty much a highly touted team by just about everyone. What did you tell your teammates? How did you guys look at this game prior to tonight? Was this just a game that you guys thought you could win, or was this a good team coming in and you were going to do your best?
This was a game to show what we were made of.
Well, you did do that. Congratulations to you. And Coach Don, this might be one of the biggest wins in Eastmont's football history, really. As we just mentioned, a highly touted Central Valley team. What kind of attitude did you take going into this game? Did you know that you could run the ball on this team?
Absolutely. That's what we do. We know our O-line, they're strong. They worked so hard this offseason, and they're not the biggest guys in the world, but they're just tough as nails, and they get after it. And we knew we could run the ball, and we knew we could spread it out a little bit and throw it enough, and we did both of those tonight.
And, Coach, a lot of people said, man, you guys have the toughest schedule, non-league schedule to start this season, Central Valley and Gonzaga Prep. And it will be an advantage for you later on in the Big Nine schedule, won't it?
Absolutely. We've done really well in our league so far the last few years, and this was a year where we were like, you know what, we need to go out and challenge ourselves. We need to go see what we got, and we need to prove that we belong at the state level.
And, they had all these highly touted linebackers as well on defense, but all the motion and your offense, it really kept them off balance, especially through the first three quarters. They kind of figured things out a little bit late in the game, but, boy, it kept them off balance all night, didn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. They got some big kids. I mean, their smallest linebackers, 205, and they got some guys who can play football. But our O-line did a good job of getting after it, and our running backs did a great job of making the cuts when they needed to. A little ugly in the second half as far as mistakes and fumbles, but to walk out of here with 3 turnovers and some big mental mistakes to win this game, that's huge. I mean, you would think you'd have to play a clean game against a team that ranked that high, but that just shows what our kids have, especially with guys being out. We lost one starting DB before the game. He'll be back. We lost another one during the game, and we just had kids step up and make plays.
And Logan, this should be an exciting week of practice as you prepare now for Gonzaga Prep next week. I can't even imagine just the morale at your practice this week. It's going to be a lot of fun, huh?
Oh, it's so much fun. I love practices, especially offensive practices. Love them.
So what can you tell us, Coach, about the difference between Gonzaga Prep and Central Valley in the way they play, or are they very similar?
Night and day. Gonzaga Prep's going to be 9 guys in the box, triple option, pound the ball. I think they threw the ball less than 30 times in like 6 games last year, whereas these guys are spraying it and throwing it with their college-bound quarterback and their college-bound wide receiver. So it's going to be a lot more of a physical matchup. So that'll be a fun one. Both 2 physical football teams getting after it next week.
Logan Schneider and Coach Mike Don, one of the biggest wins in Eastmont football history, and we were here to see it. Great job tonight to both of you.
Thank you very much.
All right, and that will do it for our coverage tonight of our first game of the 2021 season, as the sprinklers are going to get us now, and that will do it. We want to thank everybody that made this possible. No, it's not raining. But remember, we will be back with more football next Friday night right here on the NCWLIFE Channel. So until then, have a great night and a great Labor Day weekend. Good night, everyone.
Counterplay inside, picking his way back to the 10, to the 5.
Thanks for watching High School Sports on your home for local high school sports, the NCWLIFE Channel. Today's broadcast was brought to you by Biosports Physical Therapy, Charter College, Confluence Health, Dick's Heating and Air Conditioning, Global Car Care, Harvest Valley Pest Control, Les Schwab, One Way Construction, Rivercom 911, Save Mart, and Sangster Motors. Stay with us all year long for high school sports on your local TV station, the NCWLIFE Channel. We now return to regular programming already in progress.